Yes, I think I've met the criteria here.
You're
Okay, let me
good.
get out of this fucking game.
What's going
Okay.
on, internet? And welcome to OnlyCops. Keith is currently saving the world, so he pardon him while he does his thing. I want to thank Jennifer Lucas first and foremost for monetizing what is going to be a spicy meatball. There's a lot of like this back half. Y'all don't see this, but when the vigilantes go and organize these for me, they put spice level with um, like little chilies
Little
and
peppers.
they
Yep.
got little peppers. One pepper's like kind of spicy. Two peppers is like this is probably gonna get you demonetized. Three peppers is like hope and a prayer, and please put this at the end. And so
Yep.
it's like it's they start like halfway at the screen of being peppered.
Mhm.
So we're gonna go ahead and I'll give my thank yous. Custodes was indeed the first commenter, so we do have him here on the scorecard as the first one. Ivana, a new Patreon member, welcome. We got to say hi to her in the Discord on Tuesday in the after party. RJ's here. Phoner in the booth. That is a name now. Phoner. Poe Trollman has changed his name as well. Cody Smalls. Christian Halsey. Mom is in the chat. Say hello to mom for me. Um,
I'm in here. Mom
ooh,
got the peach cobbler tonight, so she
oh,
should be good. She's all sugared up. We had to watch her tonight.
bro, peach cobbler's good. Don't sleep on that. That and apple pie. I had like a legit homemade apple pie recently,
Yeah.
and I've had like I enjoy the store bought ones. They're fine, but like a legit homemade one, like I was like, this is why I'll never be skinny. I might get bigger and muscle, but I'll never have like abs ever again because food's too good.
Yes.
Mm, let's see. Brave Django is here. Um, let's see. Who am I missing? John Norton, Rhett. I think I said to El Pete. Andrea, hello. Don't know who Andrea is, but it's good to see you here. Peacekeeper Chris. Bet Josh is late. FAFO. I'll go ahead and take my hunk of flesh for his name. It's the only time I'll take the points, though. Hold on. Let's see. Roswell, also, I believe, a new Patreon member. Welcome. The Dan Hammer is indeed in the building. He's hitting us with the What's Up Ninjas. Christy C is here. Caffeinated LD. Two Red Bulls into night shifts. You're a little early to be. I guess it depends on where you're at. If you're on the East Coast, it ain't that early. But I typically would save my caffeine for like midnight because if you do it too early, you got to go pee. And DWI times like right from midnight to like 3 o'clock in the morning. That's a bad time to need to go pee. Notorious
Exactly.
Emu. See, Keith knows. It's back when you guys would take, I don't know, like the yucca plant or something in the middle of the night, go chew on tea leaves.
Yeah.
This is before gas stations were a thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Mr. Toastar. Who else am I missing here? Producer one. He's asking for an 8-hour stream. I think not, my friend. I will be up for another 10 hours, but that's a different story. I think I said hi. Brian P. I'm really scrolling here. Jennifer Lucas, as I said hi to earlier. Was that a bobcat? This chat is weird. He's just now figuring that out. FAFO, I said RJ, Abs, and then Ivana. There you go. And then Jerry White Rice, which name cracks me up every single time. Um, she hit me with a bobble Josh because of my very zoomed. This camera is like not even 4 feet from my face, and so you get this like very cropped. The way my desk is arranged, I can't really back it off anymore. But anyways, this is for the uninitiated only cops, and we're gonna do body cam breakdowns tonight. We have myself and Keith as the senior officer here. He will also represent deputies who are neck and neck with municipals on score, despite there being man. Yes, Tuesday was rough for municipals. I think we were almost up to like 90, and then the end of stream happened and it got bad.
Yeah.
But we're both smoking State Boys. They've been getting crushed here recently. And then chat is at I'll leave the likes goal still at 110. If we get to 110 likes on the stream, I will go ahead and give chat 75 points. Mighty Dork, combative, my dog. He said pecan pie gang all day. It has to be a good pecan pie though. I tend to not like they'll do like chocolate pecan pie, which I think is too sweet. If you get a good Southern lady will make you a bourbon pecan pie. And there's something about like how like rich and bold that is versus just straight sweet. But a good pecan pie, I'd eat the whole thing in a sit down. Like those are dangerously good.
Yes.
Let's see. Mick Sargent GG. I've just been calling him Mustang despite his Corvette emblem here. Charles Jones. Hooray, body cam footage for the people who know more about the law than the cops. The people who aren't resisting. Yes, we are doing a body cam breakdown. Some random. Pumpkin pie is good. Also, same conversation about pumpkin pie. Pumpkin pie I also eat a lot more of. Banana pudding is good, but again, you have to let banana pudding sit. Like, because if you just eat it right after it gets made, it's not good. You got to let it sit in the fridge for like, I don't know, like a day or two.
Yeah.
Because then like the vanilla wafers kind of take in some of the moisture and the bananas get a little bit more ripe. And that is the way to do it. Garrett, I think I said hi to everybody. Okay. We're going to get on with it. We have initially a follow-up. I just literally, as I was getting ready for stream, found this. For the uninitiated former deputy, Sean Grayson was charged for murder after firing 3 shots at Miss Massey, who was removing a pot of boiling water from the stove. This was a whole, this probably took up like an hour on one of our streams.
Yeah,
but
jeez.
The issue wasn't necessarily the deadly force as it happened, right? The issue was this was effectively a welfare check. So there was no real need for them to be in there or talk to her. They see that she's there. I think there was like a discussion about a car that was there or whatever. But no real exigency. Decided to go into the house anyways. Got argumentative with the lady. The lady went to go grab this pot of water. He closed the distance, ends up shooting this lady. Worse than all of that, he then I'm not going to say delays aid, but did damn near everything in his power to make sure this lady didn't get aid. Not that she would have survived either way, but this one pissed me off for a while. And shout out to them because her family did win a $10 million settlement. And the only reason why I'm good with it is because this officer, I think, was one of those journeymen. Like he was at 6 different agencies in 4 years or whatever.
Yeah, fucking gypsy cop.
Yep. He's a gypsy cop.
Yep.
Keith.
Dude, I used to deal with those all the time, man. Before we had the awesome ways of backgrounding and researching officers, we used to, it used to be a little harder.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So I did like seeing this update. So I gave some points to society. There is justice in this world. And then I took some more points from admin for taking the L and costing the taxpayer $10 million. That was a lot of money.
There you go.
But it won't bring her back, which is sad, especially she was in a pretty vulnerable time in her life, being later in life, obviously. But hopefully that guy doesn't see, he for sure won't see a badge for a while. He's getting charged with probably not a capital offense, but at least a first-degree felony. But anyways, I'm glad to have seen that there is some justice in this world. As much as I do love and support law enforcement, I feel very akin to my brothers and sisters. We do have to hold the bad ones accountable, or we are what they call us. We can hit them with that. Some cops are bastards.
Yep.
Hi. Did everything okay?
Got this guy that's in here that's
You don't want to teach.
Not enrolled in class.
You just want to bullshit around.
He's threatening me here.
I didn't threaten him. I told him I want to learn something, and he stops class. I thought today was the first day of school. I got the wrong number, and I'm like, well, let me come to my class.
What's your name?
Eric.
What's up?
For what?
Because he doesn't want you here.
Well, I don't give a fuck. He could leave.
Listen, if you don't leave,
I'm not gonna leave.
you're gonna be arrested.
I'll be arrested.
So, just as a caveat, so schools are weird. Even colleges, they're all private institutions. So, effectively, the professor or the teacher, even if it's a substitute teacher, will have maybe not the same rights as like a business owner would, but it's effectively the same. But almost universally, I'm pretty sure in all 50 states, especially at the high school and under level, you have zero rights. Like you have probably prisoners have more rights than you do in grade school. In college, it's a little less or less severe, should I say. But even in a college campus, you have very limited rights. They're considered protected spaces, very similar to hospitals, but not to the same degree, and very similar to like courthouses and stuff like that. So that their law enforcement has a little bit more leverage here. I would prefer to see campus PD when you start to deal with like really any school, just because there is some nuance as to policy. And like as a beat cop, you're causing a disturbance. I could DOC it or whatever, or trespass them and be done with it. But in a school, if they're a student, if they're enrolled there, it could potentially come a little bit more complicated. The kid sounds a little high to me, but that's very subjective at this distance. Oh, and he's spraying something on him, which is assault by itself.
You guys are gonna arrest me. You guys are gonna arrest me up here. All right, do it.
This is being cooperative. I don't like the idea of placing the first handcuff on while his hands are to the front.
No.
It's like a great way to get hit in the face with your cuffs. But I do like keeping them seated. I was taught this. There was smarter officers than me that were like, hey, if they're seated, keep them seated. If they're on the ground, keep them on the ground until they're in handcuffs. It's a lot harder for them to knock you out from that position. But yeah, I don't. ASP doesn't teach this. That's kind of the lowest level of training you'll get for this. The street should also teach you not to do this. But yeah, I'd like to see at least them put him in a handcuffing position before we do this.
No, fuck no. Yes.
He gets swung on, that's kind of on him.
You're the one arresting me.
I know, but we're gonna talk outside.
Well, take me. No.
Like, get assaulted. My boy is casually here.
Yeah, the
observing.
dude in the back is here to be a good witness. I'm here to be a good witness.
It's very common in young, newer officers, especially in field training, to not recognize danger or to be unsure. I think it's perfectly, I'm not going to say okay, because you should still get bitched at for that. But like, I start to see a little less hair on your head, and like, I don't believe this is a rookie. I have no reason to believe this is a rookie. This is a good way that nobody wants to work with you, because this will happen. Yeah. This will happen with more senior officers, but like, maybe if like everybody else was being combative and he was having to like keep everybody else from getting involved, I'd forgive it a little bit more. But here it's like, I'm doing as much looking at this through a screen as he is standing there. Our comment section is doing, he called him an emotional support officer.
Oh.
Golly. Oh, my boy, what are you doing? It's a taser. He's on the radio while this officer's getting jumped.
Okay.
My boy's thinking about being a hero.
You don't want to teach.
Not enrolled in class.
You just want to bullshit around.
He's threatening me here.
I didn't threaten him. I told him I want to learn something, and he stops class. I thought today was the first day of school. I got the wrong number.
What's going on?
What's with the audio?
Oh, the audio's off. We're still not in custody. At least he's leaving. My boy's like just trying to clear the call. No one's a hero in this. Wow. Yet. You think these are deputies? I'm curious.
I mean, that's more county color than anything, or unless that's campus. I'm not sure, but
let's call this campus. So neither one of us have to take the L here.
there you go.
We're gonna call this campus PD. We're just gonna mock them up with society here. Gonna take some points. Yeah, dude, that was pretty bad. I'm also gonna take some points from society again, because there was some young lads in there that had an opportunity to go make a difference. They're not required to, but like, if there was ever a more straight, like, way of being like, well, we know why the cops were called here to begin with. Then he starts swinging on the cops. I'm like, yo, dog, like, help a brother out.
Yeah.
But yeah, that other officer, big L, dude. Like, it never once went hands on. Got on the radio. This is the other part that scares me about ever going back to policing, is I bet that's more common than it used to be. Like in an age where, like, the kind of training, I actually dealt with this in the comment section recently, where they were talking about language used with other officers. And like, I grew up around very ornery, politically incorrect officers, right? And then the nurses are that way, fire's that way, EMS is that way, the ME's office is that way, because we're all in a very high stress environment. And so you can either be treated differently, and that they know that you're full of like a special set of rules that you're supposed to treat them in some kind of way, or you treat them just like you would everybody else, right? Military has the exact same culture where we're in a kind of sketchy, stressful area. The way that we cope with that's like kind of being mean to one another and having crude humor. You can kind of see it on the channel. It's a thing. You can see it in this comment section, for goodness sake. Millennial, it's also good to see you. But this commenter mentioned that, like, hey, current training in like trying to prevent the workplace being a safer space for everybody, is that you shouldn't do that. The problem is, without that hazing culture, you create safe spaces for people that fail to act. And that's kind of what I mean, is like, where training really can't fix that, the fear of being shamed for being a coward or being too soft is a motivating thing. Keith taught plenty of good lessons to rookies, probably, by being mean to them. Like, I was taught some of the best lessons I ever learned as a police officer from FTOs that were like outright rude, like really mean about it. But it kind of, the reason being is the cost of a mistake when I'm taking the trash is somebody complains to the city and I get yelled at. Like, this kid would have been more motivated and grabbed this dude's gun. Yeah, like, could have been a dead officer, could have been dead students. You know, like, especially when something like that happens. So you kind of want to weed out. It's not a very friendly place for what I would consider soft people. And I was relatively soft going into it. Like, I was plenty athletic. I'd played sports before, but nobody's like feloniously trying to kill me while I'm playing sports. And it's just a very different mindset you have to take. And he was kind of embodying that fear response, where you just kind of stand there and stare at it. That's in fight or flight. That was freeze, which is the worst kind of thing you can be.
Yeah, his partner shouldn't have come off the top rope, man.
God,
it
no
should have
kidding,
been,
dude.
Should have been some airborne,
like,
just
at the when he just started pulling away, that was one thing, right? Like, okay, we're gonna tussle with it, whatever. The second he's like standing over him, throwing punches,
yeah,
you're talking about getting suplexed into next week. Like,
yes,
kind of like not a friendly way.
Exactly.
I'm probably skipping the leg sweep altogether and be like, look, this is what leg day's for. Like,
yeah,
I don't know. And the sad part is, like, we've seen this play out in Bodycam periodically, where something escalates to deadly force. Like, it's a deadly force scenario. It's the Casey joke we used to make, right? It's like, dog, Casey, just do something. Like, help, please.
Yes, something, please.
And when it hurts another officer, like, you do kind of sign up for that. We're putting ourselves in harm's way. The problem is that it begins to hurt society eventually. And like that's kind of a betrayal of the oath, in my personal opinion. But we'll get on to this next one. I'm making sure I don't miss anybody. Duck, duck, geese. Oh, and Buxom Badger, my dog. Josh was soft going into police. It's pretty good. It was pretty good. Let's see. Did we get some background on this? Connecticut. This is Waterbury Police Department, or Waterbury, depending on your accent. This is my people.
Yep.
They are part of a vice and intelligence unit and the Connecticut Violent Crime Task Force. Assuming they already know this car's stolen. Real other kind of tidbit of advice is I don't like putting your driver door exposed like that. If you can, and he's got a really nice push bar. This is one of them full wraparound push bumpers. I'll make a little analogy here. Imagine this is the back of the car right here, and this is the front of the car right here. And this is my patrol car. Angle it this way, because then you still get like a little bit of your engine block. You still get a little bit more of but nobody has direct access to your door, and you can kind of turn or have more room to work that way. Also, if he backs into you, Juan messed up my OBS, my dog. If they back into you, you're not trapped in your car that way. They're just hitting your bumper. They're not hitting your car door. You can't get out of your driver's side door. You're pretty stuck in your patrol car. If you ever look at the center console in a patrol car, if you have a rifle in there, if you have an MDC in there, and like your duty bag, like good luck getting out of the path, like crawling through the center. I'm not a fan of the positioning, but it is what it is. That's nice. Oh, shout out to that glass breaker.
Nice.
Yeah.
That was pretty good, actually.
Stop the car! Oh, there you go.
There it is.
Oh, now pin it. There you go.
That was pretty good.
Yeah.
It was messy, and apprehensions are messy. Like I'm giving advice. I'm not saying they should have. It's a lot of times when we look at this stuff, a lot of people will look at it. It's kind of like, yeah, why'd you throw that interception? Well, the read was good. Right? Like in this situation, the initial
Okay, Mahomes.
literally, right? The read was good, and then
The read was good 12 times.
Yeah, yeah. But like we can't. I don't want people to get burned or feel bummed about it. It's just when you're playing these scenarios in your head, you want to get those knee-jerk reactions. Again, if the brake lights are still on, don't approach the car, kind of thing. Like we just want general terms that'll typically keep you from having to fight off your back foot. That's what we're trying to do in policing. The safer you are, the safer you can make it for the suspect. But good job after the recovery on that, and the follow-through on the pit was great. That was incredible. I guess this is the back. Oh, that's sus. Do not get between the bumper.
Yeah.
That was brave, and maybe he sees something we don't, but this is a good way to never walk again.
Brave and stupid are commonly interchanged.
Oh, dude.
Yeah,
I guess he
that's
saw the
like-
gap and shot it. Now,
I guess.
I will say this, though. He can't do anything to help this officer outside of maybe getting on this side of him. But, like, this is the one. Doors, in general, suck because the second you're in it, you're by yourself. You could have 50 officers behind you. That lead officer is the one kind of in the shit, if you want to call it that. And then the other problem, too, here is no one can help you. All they can do is either watch you struggle or watch you succeed. So I kind of understand, like, his mindset to trying to go to the other side. The only other situation here, too, stolen car. So you're going to be pointing a gun at this car, probably. I don't want to become someone's backstop. If this guy, he's got the best eyes on the suspect, technically. If it decides to be a deadly force situation, he might not actually see me get to the other side of the car because tunnel vision will kick in, and tunnel vision's totally a thing if you've never experienced it before. And just start clacking away at this guy, and you've made yourself the backstop, and with your luck, he sails one because he's the guy that barely quals every year. And don't put yourselves in a hard way if you don't need to. I do like the aggressiveness. we have another individual in
Okay.
it. This is why Deadly Force
Yep.
is probably not going to get leveraged here. Bro, is this a Vic? My dog.
I believe
Old
it is.
Oh, this guy should have gotten
yep.
crushed.
Man.
He would be Mr. Pancakes.
So they brought the boat anchor out.
I'll tell you what.
I love his attitude, though.
I like the
Not gonna
energy.
lie.
You'll see him wind up for it here. Hold on. Right here, his arm just kind of disappears. That was a right hook right there. He just went right up to the driver and just boom. That will take their mind off of grabbing a gun for a second, and they'll cover up, which is what you kind of want. But I will respect.
Way to see hands.
I will respect. Yeah, basically. Ask, tell, make, and this guy's on the make phase. Golly.
Multitasker.
Beat him out.
Let go. Let go.
He played himself. That was a
Yeah.
lot.
See
That was
it?
a lot of moving parts.
Yep.
I'm only gonna give 15 just because there was some sketchiness. You know what? I'll give +1 for energy. No, I'll make it a clean. We'll make
Yeah,
it a
give him
clean.
16.
Yeah.
Something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll give it a
round that
clean.
out.
We'll round this guy out.
Make it
There you
pretty.
go.
There was a couple of things that were a little sussy with it, but the energy's good. And conversely to the very first video we watched where the guy's standing there being a good witness, is what Keith said. On this one, everyone just wanted to get involved because the quicker this gets resolved, the safer it is for everybody. So I'll respect at least energy and effort does make sense. You would like to eventually have the energy, effort, and training all kind of make this nice little triangle where the tactics are good, the energy's good, and everyone can go home safely. I think Juan is the one that put this in here.
Yes.
I'm glad my club makes you pay up front. Hey, my girl's just saying it like it is, okay?
She goes 35 for 30
16,
minutes.
I'm 12
I
with this
get to the
second.
back.
We're really arguing about a $35 lap dance, right?
It added up.
Oh,
'Cause he's
okay.
dumb.
Oh, okay.
And she wasn't being clear on the instructions. She starts telling me that's the first song, that's the second song, and then I was like, okay, after 30 minutes, I was like, okay, I'll pay you my 35, and I get up to pay her the 35, and then afterwards, she's like, you owe 175. I was like, that's not what I agreed on. That's not what we negotiated on.
Okay.
So I don't know how it increased by that dramatic of a number, from a 35 bill to a 175 bill.
He's like, how much? I was like, would you like a dance? He's like, how much for dance? I'm like, $35 for table dance, which is like the most dance. And I'm like, or $35 as well for lap dance. And he's like, okay. And he's like, how much for private? Your private? I'm like, okay, private room is gonna be up half an hour or the hour. I'm like, it's gonna be a few hundred dollars. He's like, okay. He's like, oh, that's a lot. And I'm like, okay. Then we talked a little bit more. It's your first time. He's like, yeah. I'm like, okay.
Bro, my girl had her story straight. That's pretty good. Like, he's like, we agreed on 35. That's why they get you liquored up.
Yep.
Alcohol's cheap in a strip club.
Well, would you like to
Also, the girls get prettier.
do a dance? I'm like, at $35 a song. And he's like, okay, yeah. He's like, okay, let's just do that. So he gets up, goes for a lap dance. Every song, because I know that it's his first song, I tell him, okay, this is the second song. Okay, this is the third song. And they're
One's up.
monitoring me. Like, the guy's standing at, yeah, there's like a buzzer, like at the timer, it's going beep.
So, yes, it is a crime. It's a misdemeanor crime. We'll cut you a court date.
Theft of service.
But we can put you in handcuffs and throw you in the back of the car while we write it, or you can stand here. Or you can pay your tab and you can be on your way. So those are your choices.
Pay the
What do you
tab.
want to do?
Hold on.
No, I'm not going to hold on. These are your choices. What do you want to do? Do you want to pay him or do you want
He's
to
100%
go in the back of
checking
the
his
car
bank
while we
account.
call
Calling my lawyer.
He has enough money.
Bro, he's checking that
He don't
cash
got a
app.
lawyer. Yep. He's transferring some money from one account to another right now. He's asking for Zelle from his friends.
And bro, I've been poor. I have had negative dollars in my bank account before, and not debt. I'm talking like my debit card. I was a poor kid in college. I've worked 3 jobs before. You know what I didn't do? One, I didn't go to strip clubs. That probably made life a lot easier for me. But 2, like I didn't go to a steak place like pissed off at the prices. Like I'm poor. I went to Aldi and I went and got the food I could afford. Me and my friends would take turns paying for Redbox to entertain ourselves. Like we were torrenting movies and stuff. Like again,
Share that Netflix password.
Right. That's kind of what I mean. Is like, I feel for the guy. Being poor sucks, but like, you went to a strip club where it's designed to spend money like that. I don't feel bad for him. He's an idiot.
Hello? Yeah, Dad. Yeah, man, just put your hands behind your back.
Dad, could you send me money?
Bro, I gotta pay my tab at the strip club.
It's for groceries.
I'm assuming this is my people. Rachel's feels like it's in a city.
Yeah, I mean it's.
Give him 5 for upholding. It's not the oldest profession, but it's probably second up on the oldest profession. Let me think here. Society? We're taking points from? Yeah, we'll take points from society. Don't be taking lap dances you can't pay for. Theft of service is a thing. Don't be a D-bag. I mean, I'd be like, I just built a fence for you. And you're like, oh, you told me it was only going to cost $20. You're like, no, I told you the beer was going to cost $20.
Yeah.
What do you mean? It's a fence, dog. $20 wouldn't cover the nails. Like, wouldn't cover the hammer I used for the nails.
Mm-mm.
It's $20, this guy. I think we're already.
Stole my patrol car! He stole my patrol car since.
Oh, Christ. That's.
This is my people. Hold on. Oh, thank God, it's county.
What?
Yeah, Monroe
Okay,
County Sheriff's Office.
Before we take,
Okay.
add a point to county to round out since millennials here.
Oh, okay. I'll do it for.
Put us to 30 for millennial.
I'll put it.
Before you start taking points.
You know what? Millennial's an old head here. He's out here doing the Lord's work.
Yes.
I'll give him the extra 5.
There we go.
Okay. Yeah, stolen patrol cars might have buried the lead here. This is not starting off good.
Okay.
I got you.
What?
Watch it. 7? Because you guys did so good and you're such good kids, I got you this for you.
What?
Yeah, I've been doing this for 6 years, and this was easily top 3. Top 3 craziest.
Yeah, bro, I'm good. This guy tried to take my gun from me. I get there, bro, and he's beating the brakes off of his wife, and I try to get him to stop.
Okay, this is a county thing. Responding to a domestic by yourself is wild to me. Like, that is absolutely out of pocket. How many domestics did you show up to by yourself, Keith?
Oh my gosh.
Like all of them.
Most of them.
Holy,
yeah, the majority of them were just me.
You know what?
That's why we were so quick to go hands on, and we didn't hold pilots.
God bless y'all for just the audacity. That's wild to me. It was literally a write-up. If you made scene on a domestic and weren't like trying to be a hero, like they better be on their way to dead. Like call takes, like the person's actively being killed, and you make scene and you're booting doors, but you're probably approaching it. The posture on that's very aggressive. Like I have walked in and the first thing they've heard from me is hands or you die. Like I've showed up to those domestics by myself before, but that's because like we didn't really have a choice. But like the second it said domestic, they dispatched 2 people. We weren't showing up by that.
You see what Millennial just posted?
What?
That's the way most of them went.
Yep. Fought 2 people
Show up out there
on a domestic.
Ended up fighting the victim because you're not going to take their victim because they love them. Please don't,
I will say
it's
this.
Like, oh my gosh.
That is 100% the case. Yeah. That's what sucked when it was like a pachanga or it was just like a party going on is, oh my God, dude. I remember in the middle of having to wrestle, it wasn't a quince. I think it was just somebody's birthday, but big party, and Dad was crazy hammered, like out of his mind hammered. The band was mad at him. The people that brought the food were mad at him. They were trying to take drinks away from him, something crazy. So we show up, and we're trying to restrain Dad, Mom's a little drunk, so mom gets involved. So now we're fighting both of them. This like 8-year-old kid runs up and punches me in the chest. And for a half second, my knee-jerk reaction was about to like kick this kid. I turned and it was a little baby hand, so like I didn't think of it.
Yeah.
But he hit me and I kind of looked at him and I was like I was like partially impressed, but like kind of gave him a stiff arm. And then he kind of he pussed out and he backed off. But like he came in swinging, and I was like, bro, like that's a ride or die kid, right? Like I'm almost a little proud. You guys are both like kind of a waste of oxygen right now, but this kid, he's about it.
the kid likes him, so
yeah, right.
Can't be all bad.
Right. But I just remember this kid like a haymaker, boop, and like he swung like in his mind it was like an anime wind up swing. Like he's running and winding up and loading up. And
he Naruto ran at you then like.
And I thought somebody was pushing on me, and I was just nervous because it was on my gun side, and both of my hands are occupied because we're fighting Dad. And I just felt like a shove, and I kind of turned down and I looked at the kid and I stiff armed him, and he fell down and he cried and he ran off. But it was kind of funny. Having a fight. It's a very short fight, but it was a fight.
Say one from arrival.
Doors open. Kids real casual.
The footage inside was redacted, but this is Sergeant Hager's recount of what happened inside the residence when he made contact with the 51-year-old suspect named Armando.
Yeah, bro, I'm good, dude. This guy tried to take my gun from me. I get there, bro, and he's beating the brakes off of his wife. And I try to get him to stop. I can pull my gun out, and he comes straight at me, so I reholster to go hands on, and he just went straight for my gun. And we went to the floor. I fell on his kid. I crushed his little kid, dude. I feel so bad. And then he couldn't get my gun out of the holster. Thank fucking God. And then he hauled out to my car.
That was the one time that I'm not upset about the taser deployment, but he probably shouldn't have lost the foot race to his patrol car.
He also shouldn't have left it unlocked. I mean, I know sometimes you pop out fast. Lock your damn door.
Yeah.
Lock your freaking cars, man.
We used to, on a domestic that I wasn't staged on, I'd turn the thing off. I was that nervous because we had fobs on the Chargers. I'm glad when we went to Tahoe's, they were straight turnkeys. So as I'm throwing it in park on the way down, I would just take the key out and you just turn that thing and rip it. Probably broke more keys those Tahoes than anything. But I'm with you. At least lock it. At the very least.
See, my first unit had 2 keys. I had a door key and I had an engine key, just to date my cars. So I always kept the door key on me, the engine key, and I locked my car when I got out. Just yep.
So didn't lose the fight, but did crush a kid. The taser deployment, I'm not really gonna send, but let's just skim. I'm just gonna skim 5 for now. Let's see how quickly he gets out of this. Just take another 10 for the stolen car. Oh, I'm taking it from municipals. What am I doing?
Oh yeah.
No.
Does that mean you got to give back the 5 you took earlier?
Oh, yeah. I'm not losing points for it. You know what? I will only give back. You know what? I won't. That's what I get for dyslexia.
I was about to
taking points for municipals for my handicap.
He just stole my patrol car. He stole my patrol car, Central. He's running northbound. Lights are on. He tried to take my gun from my holster.
So he's the passenger seat of his?
He's got my rifle in the car. He's running northbound code.
Oh, it's a different vehicle. Yeah, we're just hearing his audio. It's different in Asheville.
Send meds to me. The wife is up. He beat up.
His call is no longer his.
So this is Florida, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Hot dude.
Yeah.
What is he doing?
I don't know.
Oh, this is his car. This was the stolen car. That makes way way more sense. I was like, what is he doing? He's getting out of the car to go steal this lady's car. That's pretty smart. There's a patrol unit just blew by him.
I got a visual.
He's got it figured out. Bro, shout out to this guy. The one dude just blew right by it. This guy was head on a swivel. Game respects game here. This is... What a G. Imagine just trying to figure that out. I'd be like, do I stay with the patrol car? Do I go with the suspect? Is this the suspect? Is this the suspect?
Yo, spike him. Spike him or pin him. Spike him or pin him. He's got a gun.
People
He's got
ask
a
why
rifle.
you
Spike him or pin him. He stole the patrol car. He stole the patrol car.
And these type of calls happen really in a big city or even a big county.
Go, 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 go. That red car. That red car. Go, go, go. He passed him.
I was fortunate to understand. We're pretty good about keeping those under wraps, but.
I'm traveling under my power. There's no down. He's following a mile and a half ahead of me. He should be in the inbound lane. He should pass that big chill.
I always find this sketchy.
Go!
Y'all are brave for this.
Jesus Christ.
No chance.
He's about 100 miles an hour on the shore.
Signal 4. Signal 4. Signal 4.
Is that a crash?
Yes.
Oh wow, that's a crash. Okay, so we got a domestic.
We have an assault on a public servant.
I was going to say assault on a public servant. Now we have a completely separate crash. It's going to be all tied to probably the same incident, but like somebody's got to work this crash now. Motor vehicle theft. Like the two of them. Technically, there's the patrol car, then there's this lady's car.
They've got the carjacking. He stole it. Yeah.
What up? Can you get out of that? Shout out to the FDE.
Show me your hands! Show me your hands! Jonathan, get back! Get back! Hey! Here's your hands!
Actually, I don't hate this guy's plan here of at least trying to see in there. Obviously, with the airbag deployed, you ain't going to be able to see anything. You're just kind of yelling at a car. You might be able to see in through this back window or even like the rear window, but I don't like that as a backstop. But you don't really have much of a choice here. The other deputies probably resorting back to training, and this is considered a high-risk takedown, so we're taught, as Angry Cops famously made fun of us for this, we're taught to kind of hang back and try to bluff the car and get them to come out. Given how this is going down, I think I'd push the envelope and try to take him into custody and not wait, because he might like skedaddle out of the back of this car, and then this is a foot chase. We ain't trying to do that.
Hands right now, driver! Get the f*** out of here! Already done. Jonathan, find cover! Show me your hands!
Just trying to get concealment here.
Show me your hands!
He does not have an unironic... Hold on. That should be against policy. I'm okay with tats. Not okay with this one.
Hey, I'm gonna go long gun. No visual, no visual. Show me your hands! I have a shield. Show me your hands!
Nice. Oh, not loaded? Bro. This is like a... This is like a...
That might be on a trooper.
Is it?
Yes. Hold the point taken until we see if it was that trooper or not.
Hold on. I'm going back real quick.
Thank you.
Oh, that's FHP.
Yeah.
You know
but
what?
I don't know if it's FHP, but right here, I don't know who.
For giggles?
That's right.
We're going to take it from FHP.
Yeah.
That's It's a good time. I want to say this is cool because from like a AR guy standpoint, this is basically like a Car 19 or a Car 15 clone. It's like an old school GWAT era, like flashlight mount. They put the aim point on the carry handle. There's some cool things about this, but on the flip side, it's supposed to be crazy loud and like not fully optimized for patrol. I have mixed feelings about this, but between the tattoo and
It's optimized
this,
for Vietnam.
it's a sin. Well, no, this is newer than that. This would have been like a Black Hawk Down era, right before GWAT. This was like very, and then going into GWAT, this was a pretty big deal.
I got long.
You got medium.
Yeah.
Oh, it's still counting? All right, we're going back. Hold on. We got to get the points right. There we go. He's counting. Oh, man, he's got medium, not long cover.
I got you. I got your driver door open.
Yeah, we're good. I'm on you. We got shield.
Yeah, you better crush it.
No,
you don't
stand
get
back,
to
stand
have
back.
the tattoo and
We have full visual of everything.
go get the car. He's not crawling out. Go get him.
Driver!
Alright. Do we even know if this motherfucker's in the car? Okay.
You know how you find out? You go and check.
White male ball head. All right, come on. We're gonna push up.
I got look. Slow it down. Someone needs to open up back door.
Should read his tattoo and come and take him.
Yeah.
I got it.
I'm less of a fan of pistol here. I get where he's going at, but he could be putting on like I called them ass kicking gloves. We shouldn't have called him that, but that's what we called him. And glass breaking stuff, tools. Have that stuff ready because we're gonna have to extract the guy out of the car. This is plenty of lethal cover, and this guy being our shield bros, being a real Chad.
All right, I got you crossed.
All right. I ain't gonna open.
Okay, shield guy should not be opening the door. Help your boy.
He's kind of useless.
Help
now.
your boy. Like, pull a wand, just kind of hunker up in front of that thing and just start yanking on the door. Also, I would have considered at least checking the other side to visually see it before I start touching the door. Because then you can at least do that. These typically have windows in them.
Open. Come on.
These, the gallery here. We're not pointed at anything. We're just hanging out while old boy does all the work.
All right, push to the side. Watch crossfire.
What do we do? What are we doing? It's multi-agency.
I'm
We're
going.
watching Crossfire, apparently.
Go take it out. Sheriff's office, come.
Yeah, whatever. It's bro. Malone labia over here.
That's not technically
That ain't opening it,
cross.
Andy.
That's kind of open with you.
We need to bust out the trunk.
Hold on, labia. Is that what you said?
Body?
Body right there. Body. I got you.
Watch
57?
They tried.
Sheriff's office, come out with your hands up. Can you hear me?
556 Palm Drive for the white.
Can you hear me? Sheriff's office.
You're gonna have to get him.
Police, highway
Who are you? What are you pointing guns at?
patrol. Make yourself known.
Ah, there's the trooper.
trooper.
Oh, hold on. I'm gonna go send him real
Get
quick
him.
while we're here. You're not
Play the
contributing.
song, Keith.
He said, "Play the song."
Oh, yeah.
I'm starting to get a little
Here, I
frustrated.
got it.
Get that first
You got airbag. No. I see
When you
skin.
guys at airbags for things, don't see a thing.
Oh, look, help. We're not worried about this guy now.
Get on the other side. Hey, break it on the other.
Friendly word of advice: these do open. This hatch looks pretty untouched. Just go look like right around the license plate. Typically, there's like a little open button.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that should
either
go.
lateral or
Hit the unlock on the passenger side, and you just go send the rookie in to go get him. Or you can just continue to have lethal cover on nothing.
Like that. Yeah, right here. Guys, do we have a knife? Do we have a knife? So we can cut the airbag? Break it right here. Break it.
Hold your breath when you
We
cut
cut the
airbags.
airbag.
Airbag gas is cancer, literally
Yeah.
and figuratively cancer.
Sucks.
So take a good deep breath before you cut it. But it's a good plan. Give it to the trooper for at least thinking outside the box.
Clear it up. Should be touching 100.
Small on labia, trying to come back.
I got it.
Sponsor, we're trying to get the airbag cut. He's not responding to command.
Windows down, cut the airbag. Where's he at?
Cut the airbag.
What is he doing? Why does he have a glass breaker? The glass. Keith, you need to come get your boy. What are y'all doing?
We have 48.
Hey, Shield Guy's put in work. I'm here. Shield Guy is the one holding. He's the glue holding all this together.
Clearly,
he didn't get his car stolen. He's not randomly pointing a gun at nothing. He's over there like trying.
He's got like 8 guns pointed at his back. Poor guy.
I'm here for this guy. He's out here crushing. What does he need that for?
This guy's just trying to help, man.
Let me see the shield. Give me the shield. Yeah. Give me shield. Give me shield. Give me shield.
Let's try to get that door open right here. Can we cut the airbag?
I'll be honest. Rifle guy just needs to stand there, point this rifle at the guy, and be like, he moves, he dies, right? Or something like that. Or presents a deadly threat and he dies. That's what you should say. But
yeah,
everybody else, like, we're lucky we're not carrying SIGs here. Or like, that'd have been an ND a long time ago. Like, what are we doing? Like,
does anybody have a knife?
I got. We have a knife. With a knife. He's moving. Hands up. Let me see your hands. Hands. Let me see your hands. Hey, buddy, come on. Can you hear us? Can you hear us? Hello? You can hear me? Talk to me. Talk to me.
What are we doing here?
Moving.
You know what? Hold on. You know where Keith is on this call? He heard the unit numbers responding to this. There's Keith. Not even out of the holster. He's just watching this kind of shit storm playing something. He's like, they'll figure it out. I'll tell you what's not going to happen. Keith ain't going home early from a gunshot wound from somebody's service pistol.
That's true.
He's out here like, hey, man.
Hey, guys, you gotta cut that airbag. You gotta drag him out.
Also, administratively speaking, too, someone needs to make sure another patrol car doesn't get stolen.
Yeah.
You got a lot of unlocked patrol cars back there.
I'm watching it.
Try to cut that airbag.
Let me see your hands, man. Let me see your hands.
556 Palm Drive.
Arm right here. Watch the arm. Arm right here.
Is he holding his gun? Okay.
He's holding his glass breaker in one hand. And hey, that's taught in the academy.
All right.
Do we have a visual from the driver's side or no?
Come on, man.
Sarge, I got you, Sarge.
I got it.
Hey,
can you hear me? Hello? Okay. I'm trying to get you out, man. Can you climb to the back seat?
We need 12 people to say he's moving.
I got the back of my rope. Come on, let me see your hands. Let me see your hands, bro. Come on. Let me see your hands. Hands. Both hands. Both hands. Okay. My bad. Here we go. Someone come and grab.
Bro, Shield Guy's doing everything in this call. Absolutely. Everybody else is terrified.
Timer's just chilling. I'll tell you what, he's the only one not nervous about this because it's like, let's act like this isn't our first time. It was a good time.
I want to give Shield Guy his own category.
Yeah.
Someone come and grab him.
Shield Guy's he's the only reason why I'm not like trying to take him out of
break the glass. Break the glass.
Right in the dude's
Get the hands. We need your hands. Hands. Put up your hands.
Get out of the car. Get out of the car.
That's coming.
Yes, come on. Come on.
Get out of the car.
Okay, stay on the ground.
So glad you have lethal cover.
Get down on the ground. Get down on the ground. Get down on the ground.
Even this old timers.
Oh, it's covered.
No.
Stop. We're okay. We're okay. We're okay. We're okay. Put your hands behind your back. Someone call for rescue now. Recovery position. Come on.
Get up on your.
No, he's okay on the side. He's on the side.
I can't.
Feel like this. We're okay.
Dude, my hands are not.
Talk to me. What are you feeling?
What you need to do?
We're getting you rescued. Okay?
That's fine. I don't need a rescue. Take me to jail.
Anything else?
Why would you flee like that?
EMS showing up.
We're okay.
Ball lady is still here.
Top 3 craziest.
Gun, and I was like, I was smoking.
Who's saying this?
No damage to my car. No damage. For like 2 minutes. Yeah, he's top of him. He's fine right now, but
Do you got him?
You enabled him.
yeah, we got him. Yeah, you're good. He's okay. I was literally laying.
He stays in jail for a little while. So dumb. Keith, how many
Wait, why
points?
is he on the ground?
I'd probably just lay in there. Let's see. This is them taking him out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, That's an escort position.
This is him being a dumbass.
Just hit my head.
I didn't see you hit your head.
I felt it.
That's it. All right, you want to go back in there? Come on, bro, get up. All right, let's go. We gotta get him up. One, sir. All right, get him up.
You gotta pick him up.
We're gonna help you out, man.
This shield guy. Bro!
Bro.
I'll tell you what. He's a torto, but he's here for it.
The rising
For the
shield
day.
hero.
Just please,
Bro.
just do it for the day. After this, you can figure it out. Easy. I don't want him to top over. Get him in there.
He's gonna put him on his shield.
Bro,
and
stop
There you go.
resisting.
I'm not resisting.
Yes,
Carry
you
him
are.
in.
You're pushing back on the officer.
Tell you what.
Bro, I just saw
This
you.
deputy inspires
I
confidence.
just saw you. You're not standing up. You're sitting down.
Throw him in the car like this.
You're sitting down. Just
Let me
sit
sit
up.
up.
He's embodying Astel make. Everyone else is yelling at him. He's like, nah, screw this. We're
Bro,
in the
just
make.
please
Let me
sit up.
sit up.
All right, put your feet up.
Hey, let me sit up.
Listen,
Let me sit up.
everyone be quiet. We're gonna let you sit up. Put your feet in there. We got you, bro. We got you. Put your feet in there. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Stand there. Stay
Charges in
in
the
there.
air.
Stay in.
Domestic battery by
Oh,
Strangulation.
homicide attempt. Holy cow. I guess it's from trying to take the gun? Is that what that would count as, I guess?
Wait.
I'm going to back it up. Let me get these charges here.
In the end, Armando was charged with attempted murder without premeditation, unarmed burglary, aggravated battery, domestic battery by strangulation, false imprisonment, unarmed burglary of an authorized emergency vehicle, grand theft of a motor vehicle, resisting an officer with violence, battery on an officer, carjacking without a firearm, reckless driving, driving with a suspended license, fleeing and eluding at high speed, driving with a license from another state
Man.
whose Florida license was suspended, aggravated
See if there's a
fleeing with
failure to wear a seatbelt.
Bro, bet.
injury or
Look in there.
damage, 2 counts of failing to obey police, hit and run, and he was cited for speeding in excess of 50 miles per hour
They didn't do the
over the posted
seatbelt
speed limit.
charge.
His case remains ongoing. If
That was from the trooper.
1,000% was from the trooper. That's so petty.
Trooper,
Okay,
trooper got
Keith.
his citation in. Yes.
How many points we taking? I already took
Take all of them. Take all of them.
0, straight to 0.
Yeah, no, make us -5.
Keith's like, you won't disrespect.
But,
County
okay,
like me like
now
that.
hang on. Take out the 25. Now, add back. Shield dude.
Okay.
Shield dude made up for so much of that. So
I'm going to
I'd say
say, you want to add 10?
let's add 10 back.
I'm good with that. Shield guy kind of crushed. Like, I'm going to be
Yeah,
honest. Like,
he's really
everybody
good.
was clearly, like, nervous and lost and didn't know what to do. And he's like, I got a shield. All right, I'm going to pull him the door.
And then
Let's get
the
him
guy
out.
in the end, the dude who shoved him in the car, that guy had initiative. So I'd
There's a
say
bright,
5 for him.
you know what? There's a bright future. Because those guys were pretty young. Those 2 deputies were by far the most junior looking. That were there. Shout out to him. Yeah, that was a weird one. There was a lot of good things and a lot of bad things going on, but this is why we don't show up. There was enough deputies there that somebody could have gone with him on that domestic, unless they all cleared from something else to go help him.
Easy. Yep.
Somebody should have gone.
Oh.
State boys on the highway. They stopping everything.
Back in Florida.
Back in Florida.
God, is this the best quality we can get out of this? Yeah.
It was dated. What was the year? Oh, it's Scooper for our good friend Scooper.
This is the January of this year.
Wow.
January 9th, and FHP still out here with this trash.
They need to upgrade their equipment.
We got V8 come alive. Bro, this Camaro hit the beans and barely is trying to pull away from this. This is an Interceptor Charger. This is the straight V8, naturally aspirated. Let's see it. Okay, never mind. It's getting pulled. I got excited for a second. Heard that car come alive. You can shoot that gap. Come on, Trooper.
Yep.
You can shoot that gap.
Aren't that easy?
Hard red. Hard red. Good clear.
Cleared.
189, make sure you're 107
Hard red. Good clear. train tracks could have been sus. Hard red.
I think so, yeah.
I caught up to that thing. You know what it was going over them train tracks. I bet that felt terrible in that Camaro. Golly. These are pretty sucky streets to be doing this on. Even with light traffic conditions, this really sucks.
Look at him clearing the intersection.
He's clearing everything.
Did we end up in the lake?
How does he even see
I
it?
have no clue.
Oh,
There he is.
Oh, that's another patrol car.
There's other units there. I see it.
Did you hear everything shift around in his patrol car? And he's it's like his ticket book and his lunch and his unsecured Red Bull. Okay, I was about to say, I thought he got smoked. He did. Suspects, clear your intersections. Don't be a douchebag. See? We ain't waiting. We're not yelling at the car. Sir, show me your hands, please. Ask, tell, make, baby. Good job. See, first guy's always right. He moves, you move. He made sure he wasn't pointing a gun at the back of his partner's head here. Good job. Also really like that he's actually leaning over the front bumper. I'm assuming this car's immobilized. But leaning over there puts his muzzle just right basically in this dude's lap. So he doesn't have to worry at all about crossfire. Good.
Or backstop because he's pointing down.
Yep. Good soup. Oh boy, he's just doing it for decoration.
He's got to participate.
I respect it.
Oh, look at that.
I still make that old timer. So going back to, how do we interact with people after traffic stops or after car accidents? Normally you leave them there, but when you fled and hit somebody, this is perfectly appropriate way to get extracted out of a vehicle after a car accident.
You're that suspect, you say, I'm having a seizure.
I'm having a seizure. There's the lieutenant. He's white sleeves.
Yeah. This is that meme of the construction site where you got the like the manager watching the one guy dig.
Here's the one PD guy. It's like, man, highway patrol's kind of cool. Yeah, check on
application.
About to say, check on the other person.
1235, starting your best.
Possession of cannabis, display of a firearm, during a felony, fleeing and eluding. Huh? Why did he run?
Grand theft motor vehicle also.
Oh, it was a stolen vehicle.
It was stolen.
Yeah, it's under the like YouTube bar.
He immediately fled. Oh, that recently fled from a PD. They didn't chase because pursuit policies be lame. Prior knowledge of the vehicle swapping. Made a U-turn. Good report. Look at that. Bro, good. We're state boys. Let's give them some points. We'll give them some love. That was good. I'm not upset about that.
Watch the dogs come out.
I'm gonna mute that because I don't know if that's copyright or not.
Look at the roof guy.
Is there? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Bruh. Do you imagine? Boy's gonna hit you like it's a Call of Duty lobby, dude. He's so stout.
Just gonna see the little glint.
Imagine if he gets more than 40% of his body up there, the sniper's gonna just drop him.
Oh, we got a cop there ready to.
There we go. Oh,
he actually made it all the way.
Oh, these come out. Oh, interesting. Removable spikes.
So are those like?
So this is the White House. You can tase him off of there.
Yeah, it's the White House. You're gonna have pretty ignorant attitude adjustment.
Expectation not to get your ass whipped is, pretty low. So
yeah.
When did this happen? Does it say? Because I saw somebody in our Discord posting that they were adding like metal spikes, like actual, not like this crap, not like those, like real ones. Yeah, with actual like.
Put some razor wire on top of that sucker.
They looked more like this, and then it had a middle one. It was fancy.
It's kind of convenient. Now, mind you, it's a monument, so it's not surprising that there's somebody there with a camera. But I always talk about this with like war footage. You got to be real careful about like the context you're being showing this in, because it's like it's kind of convenient that they have a camera here to go watch this, and it's like, what's the purpose behind them publicizing this? But yeah. That was pretty friendly apprehension, given the nature of what he's doing here.
See, years ago, before they had the barriers, there was film of a guy was on the sidewalk firing shots into the White House.
I remember this.
The people on the sidewalk took him down before anything else. I mean, so
I remember
just
seeing I saw a video on that. And it was wild to me that like bro got like jumped, like like the PD or the Secret Service or whoever didn't even show up. I mean, this is they adequately did their jobs, I guess. Here, 5 points. Nope.
Yeah,
hold on.
Too many.
I fat fingered that. There you
go. 95 points.
That's okay. We're getting this one. This is an axe I have to grind. Unfortunately, this is PD. So, the Apple Watch. I'm going to start with that. So, first point of contact is him walking across a empty parking lot.
What got the officer there? Just for him walking across a parking lot, or was he
eating Taco Bell or something?
That is my understanding.
Okay, there's nothing there. Okay.
Yeah, he's walking across the parking lot. I hear what he says to him. He's in no hurry to detain him. For context, this is a Special Olympics medalist, which the Olympics portion of it's irrelevant, but the special part's relevant because you should pick up on that pretty quickly as a trained observer. So the kid ran from him. Or just ran. Also.
Or just ran.
Because the guy never said anything to him.
Mm-mm. Also, he just had big bright light, so
right.
Identification of it as a patrol car.
Why are you running?
Yeah, flowing.
Yeah, kind of weird that you're in the parking lot this late at night.
I'm not doing anything. Leave me alone.
Okay. Why are you running though?
So there is a concept specifically having to deal with the Fourth Amendment, where if I'm not committing a crime, you're not allowed to be harassed, basically, by law enforcement or the government or whatever. Paying my taxes and minding my own business, right? Now, this guy did articulate, whether knowingly or intentionally, that he did not want to be bothered. And I have yet to hear this officer allege a crime outside of it's weird that you're in the parking lot, which is not an articulation of an offense.
Aggravated sussiness, Josh.
Right. At best. But
I've shoved people out of an airlock for less.
Lisa Rowe, exactly. This is I specifically I was actually going to bring up that case. It's important that you understand who you're talking to, and within a handful of comments back and forth, you can does the guy have a lisp, a learning disability, whatever. Kind of pick up on that, because that should change the way that you're approaching the situation, or at least coming to a determination as to whether or not I need to apply the law. I'm just curious what his articulation is.
Your phone. Fed up with what?
Has he called this out to anyone?
I don't think so. So we're within the first 2 minutes of the interaction. Typically, if it's like an invest. So we used to call these, we call them suspers. But if I'm marking out with a person, so typically this would happen if I'd get pedestrian in the roadway. I would get someone jumping a fence, where I'm I don't know that if you're jumping a fence not using the door, there's a high likelihood that you're criminally trespassed from the place, and this is a controlled access area. I could articulate the curtilage part of it, so I'm detaining them to make sure they actually live here and aren't trespassing. Something you'd be looking for here, I don't want to completely say that you shouldn't interact with just random pedestrians. If I saw a backpack, tools, if they were pulling on door handles, if they were constantly looking around a lot, it's some of the behavior that's suspicious, but is still not reasonable suspicion for a crime. And I wouldn't be getting this close to them unless I just wanted them to go away, or if I'm trying to displace crime, I would get my patrol car to be visible and then drive off. I have no reason. Or I'd say, hey, you guys need any help with anything? No? Okay, deuces. Because he's got Fourth Amendment rights. I'm not just going to sit here and drive next to him, right? I had a kid that was just having an emotional moment. I was like, hey, I'm going to leave you to it because you seem pretty annoyed at me, but you're like a 14-year-old girl in the middle of the ghetto, a really ghetto city. I'm just going to drive a little bit back there so nobody picks you up and kidnaps you, because you're on a major thoroughfare. And she can't stop me from doing that. I'm allowed to do that. So I put on my little hazard lights so nobody would come and rear end me. And I was a block behind her, and she did a good mile walk, got tired of it, and went back to her apartment. But I'm not allowed to sit there and say, no, you got to go do this or whatever. She's walking on the sidewalk. She's not committing a crime. I can't harass her past that, or you are starting to intrude on Fourth Amendment rights specifically. I'm not saying don't show up and talk to people. I think that's good policing, but you have to have an office for your push it.
You don't want to talk? How come?
It's the second time he's told you no. Unlawful pedestrianing. I don't know that you're taught to scan. I think you picked that up. People talk about it, but we weren't. There wasn't a specific class on scanning. Why is that? Wind and Dragon, this is a MDC, and this has personal information on it. We run people. It's not classified per se, but it's personal. So home addresses and all that stuff. So they tend to blur these out so that we're not doxing people on the internet. I didn't do it to edit this video.
Can't cross the road like that. Okay, you have to stop now. Okay, can't cross the walk. Can't cross.
So in a residential, there are crosswalks sometimes in residential streets, but typically they're pretty few and far in between. And you maybe have jaywalking, right? So unless I'm assuming he's going to try and push for a jaywalking citation, but that's a pretty petty thing, especially when you've just been following him, waiting for him to do something. I'm not saying it's unreasonable, because I have had situations where I had somebody that they were, it's like 100 degrees outside, even, and I think in the evening it got down to like 92 or something awful like that, and had a bunch of sores all over her body. She was clearly dehydrated, like her lips were almost bleeding from how dry they were. Had cotton mouth, which is basically like your mouth is so dry you struggle to, like, your tongue will stick to the top of your mouth. And even though she wanted nothing to do with us, like, she was clearly like slowly dying from exposure, and was like convinced that, like, who did she say president was? Rodney King? Something weird like that. She said something weird for the president. And medical didn't have enough, and I didn't have enough, so I waited for jaywalking. And I basically used the jaywalking as dangerous behavior to go and take her on an NED, but I didn't push a criminal offense. And she didn't fight us or anything like that.
It's road like that. What are you doing out here, man?
My part's right here. That's why I'm crossing.
There's not a crosswalk right there.
Other people do it.
Okay, doesn't mean that you can.
Okay, a crosswalk not being present doesn't mean you can't cross the road. And if that crosswalk's not within, every statute is going to be a little different. I think Texas is 100 feet. Keith, am I off on that?
I think it's 100 foot from an intersection. Yeah.
Yeah. The crosswalk has to be close, and you chose to cross the street anyways. If you're between them and you're like reasonably between them, the law doesn't expect you to walk. On a residential, if it's like a highway, get wrecked. But I have beef with that.
They don't get in trouble, so...
Okay. Well, I saw you crossing the street like that. You have your ID on you?
Yeah.
Or can I see it?
If you had him for detention, you'd be asking for it, I guess, but you'd be demanding it.
No, so I'm not doing anything.
Well, I just told you that.
Mega Base suspecting. Hold on. He said no because I'm not doing anything. I'm going to give him some points here. He says, I have a Fifth Amendment right. Although, if he was actually detained, you do have to give your ID. But
you cross the road like that, no crosswalk, it's breaking a crime.
It's breaking a crime, Josh.
So I have a legal right to identify you now. So let me see your ID.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Welcome. No, on the freeway it is. Not down here. I know the law.
Okay. Don't go anywhere. Let me see your ID.
The charge that's filed. Broke a crime.
Leave me alone. I'm not be fired. Go away.
Okay. I told you, you're staying right here. You cross the road when there's not a designated crosswalk. Okay? You're walking over from there in the middle of the night. You're doing something weird. Where's your ID?
Please. I walked over here. So you're following me. I didn't do anything.
You walked from over there in the middle of the night. Empty parking lot. None of those businesses are open. What are you doing?
Walking? I can't drive.
From where?
From the bus.
From where?
From the bus. Some lounge.
Where'd the bus drop you off at?
None of this is pertinent to his jaywalking investigation.
Chop. Oh,
yeah, we're establishing the walking part of jaywalking,
Okay.
Josh.
Where's your ID?
Take it verbally.
Seriously, haven't done nothing.
What?
Seriously, haven't done nothing. I was just walking home. That's all I'm doing.
I getcha.
So leave me alone.
I need to see your ID.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
I didn't do anything.
I just told you. Yes, you did. Cross the road without a designated crosswalk. Okay?
Cool.
No, so when you're on the freeway.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
There's no crosswalks on the freeway. Okay? So we can keep doing this. You can give me your ID, or I can put you in handcuffs, and then I can figure it out your identification that way. So what is it going to be?
I didn't do anything. I was just walking home. You are following me.
Yeah.
That's why I was walking fast.
Okay. So let me see your ID.
I'm sick of cops doing this to me every time I walk home.
Okay. Are you going to give me your ID or not?
No.
They don't get in trouble.
I'm not talking about other people.
You've had a long time to pick up that He might not be neurotypical at the very least. You've had time.
Well, I'm talking about you right now.
Come on, officer. Figure it out.
That's not Charlie 27 to 78. We're going to be out at Pepperidge Apartments.
He's been marked out with this guy for 5 minutes, and he's just now putting this on the radio. Dumb.
Pepperidge Apartments.
Right now, I can have you fired. Go away. I haven't done nothing.
Yes, you did.
You guys always do it to me when I've done nothing. That's harassment.
That's harassment. My dog.
No.
That is harassment.
You committed a crime.
Or I'll be fired.
You committed a crime. I have a legal right to identify. Okay, put your hands behind your back then.
I'm telling you.
Put your hands behind your back.
I'm telling you, I haven't done nothing. I haven't done nothing.
Give me your hands.
Ow.
31, can you step it up? We're fighting.
Let me get up and I'll tell you. I'll get up. Let me get up and I'll tell you.
Give me your hand.
They're coming code to this.
Give me your hand.
I was thinking the same thing.
I haven't done nothing.
Give me your
Let me
hand.
get up.
Give me your hand.
So people that weren't dispatched this will go because somebody's fighting. And Keith can back me up on this. This isn't the first time he's done this. I know this because of how casual he's going about doing it. And maybe it is. But when you had a reputation of doing dumb stuff like this and wasting everybody's time over some jaywalking thing for a special needs guy, you might turn your lights and sirens on, but you're going like 5 over. I'm sorry, it's 25 miles per hour. This is a residential street. If you went at all. Like, well, I didn't get dispatched. Don't be this guy. Emergency vehicle operations are an important part of the job, and I do believe that you should go and help the person trying to go up and be a hero and protect the community, but are there circumstances where you want to go check in on someone being sussy? Yes. But you need to have the discernment to figure out the difference between some special needs guy going like home and some guy trying to break into cars. It should be pretty obvious to you.
Give me your hand.
Nothing about it seems overt. If he's taking him into custody for failed to ID on a misdemeanor, I guess, like the misdemeanor jaywalking, theoretically, like, he would be covered through Texas Penal Code. It's very poor judgment, but I'd be curious to see.
Let me done this. Let me go.
Give me your hand. Hey, Brooks, right here. You can tell him to slow. Give me your hand, man.
I haven't done nothing.
Okay, give me your hand.
I was just walking home. I haven't done nothing.
Okay, give me your hand. It's your hand, man.
Let me get up and I'll do it.
Okay. Release your glasses. I'm going to roll you over to your side.
My glasses on. I can't see what's on them.
Buildings. Turn my lights on. Looks at. So, pulling into parking lot over there. Dark. Comes emerging from one of the buildings. Turn my lights on. Looks at me. He just starts walking fast. Keep pulling up next to him. Get out of my car. He just sprints off over here. See him walk in. Turn my lights back on. I'm kind of like pacing him in my car, asking him like why he's running, everything like that. He's trying to get away from you. Leave me alone. It's like, okay. Pull up right here. I see him jaywalk right across the street. Told him, hey, well, You crossed without a designated crosswalk. You have to identify yourself now. He's like, I'm not going to do that. He's like, I want you to leave me alone. I was like, well, why are you out here? Exactly. I'm just going home. From where? The bus stop.
You moved from the buildings over there?
No. Yeah.
That was a great question, Sarge. Anyways.
Has a very odd stack of cash in his back pocket, though.
Wait, he was from the buildings over there?
Yeah, he was running from the buildings over there.
Okay. So he wasn't walking down the sidewalk?
No, he wasn't just walking down the sidewalk. I saw him in the buildings over there. When I first saw him, he was like emerging from one of the side of the buildings. Sees me, doesn't want to look back. He just kind of keeps speed walking. Get up close to him again. Try getting out of my car to talk to him. That's when he sprints off over here. Catch back up to him. And I see him jaywalk. And I was like, okay, well, you have to identify yourself now. I saw you commit a crime. He still didn't want to. I kept telling him, either you're going to identify yourself, or I'm going to put you in handcuffs. I'm going to.
So the only thing I find sassy about his explanation, and his body cam was on before, was he never mentioned the commercial buildings that he left from before. He's trying to articulate that he thinks this guy might have messed with the building. We don't know that we have a victim yet, right? If it was the idea here that he messed with the commercial building, potentially doing commercial burglary, and I'm just trying to get this guy identified because I don't know, and I'm following this guy, waiting for him to commit an offense so I can go do it, sure. It's just like leaving a trap house. I don't know that this guy bought drugs, but a lot of people go to this place to go buy drugs, so I'm going to wait till I see an offense and go for it, right? The problem is none of that was articulated prior to this interview, and his body cam was on the whole time. That's my only beef with that, is that your line of questioning and the way that you're articulating it to your supervisor is not lining up with the way that the body cam showcased it at.
Also, suspicious money in his back pocket.
Completely, unless you have a victim, right?
Irrelevant. What, you wouldn't have known that unless you searched him. You didn't have any reason to search him if you didn't have an offense, et cetera, et cetera.
So I would be like, so are we going to check on these buildings to see, or is this whole thing over jaywalking? That's going to be my...
Identify you that way. And he keeps kind of blading off and like trying to like walk away.
Also, this... I don't know if you've seen this guy on the right blink at all yet, Josh.
Yeah,
but he's been like...
His hamster's running right now. He's like...
he's trying to decide whether he wants his name attached to any of this.
I don't think I need a supplement.
So... Figured that his mannerisms were pretty weird, but did see that he was pretty sweaty. So, I don't know if he was necessarily like on drugs, or I guess he's handicapped. But
I'll go check the building, see if there's any open doors. Or...
Yeah, because he has a pretty odd stack of cash in his back pocket.
So odd.
It's like Fish and Game guy.
Not illegal.
This is like the fish. Remember the Fish and Game guy? This is this guy's impersonating a police. He has body armor. Like what?
No.
He's in a polo and shorts. He's impersonating a police officer.
He has a tourniquet, Keith. He could be impersonating a federal agent. Like,
yeah,
this guy. This guy wants nothing to do with it.
What happened over here? I tried putting him in handcuffs and he kept pulling away, so just kind of kicked his feet out from under him and then got one of his hands. He didn't want to give me his other one.
You alright?
Yeah, I don't think I'm hit anywhere or hurt anywhere. I'm not exactly sure where.
Hit?
No.
This is my people, isn't it? I think it is.
We might start putting on a half point.
About on the half point scale.
He has a cut on his elbow. Like his left elbow is kind of like a road rash type of thing. I'm not sure exactly how I got his blood on me, but that's his.
Just wipes.
Yeah, actually. Did you pick up all of his stuff by chance?
Oh, yeah, I thought
Okay.
Fast forward.
Because I wanted to talk to you, see what was going on.
Oh, to Puma. I was like, bro, if he's bleeding that much, oh my god.
No,
But like I said, you didn't have to talk to me then. But when you cross the street without a designated crosswalk, I have a legal right to...
That's not the elements of the offense. What's Utah for jaywalking? Can you look that up?
Utah?
Identify you in
Utah jaywalking statute. Because it's not just the absence of a crosswalk. It's got to be a crosswalk.
The second one was Clearfield, Utah jaywalking.
Was it really?
Yeah, that's the second.
Dang it, dog.
Second search.
I want to know what that statute is.
Utah legislature.
I'm going to let this play.
A pedestrian crossing a roadway at any point other than within a marked crosswalk or within an unmarked crosswalk at an intersection should yield right of way to all vehicles on the roadway. Should yield right of way to all vehicles between adjacent intersections which pedestrian may not cross at any place except in a marked crosswalk. So between adjacent intersections at which traffic control signals are in operation, cannot cross diagonally either. They are authorized to cross diagonally. The pedestrian should cross only as directed by the appropriate traffic control device. A violation of this section is an infraction. So I guess it's between two intersections where there are traffic control signals.
Right.
Is the only thing that I have that has a...
It's a residential,
specific,
which means they're likely stop signs, not traffic control like signals, technically.
Talk to you then.
Nothing I did. That's what I told you up there.
Okay.
I did nothing wrong.
So when I told you that you have to identify yourself to me, you have to identify yourself to me. With you
Why are you
continuing to refuse,
explaining?
that's how we ended up in this position. I didn't necessarily want to fight you, but because I'm trying to put handcuffs on you and then you start fighting me, that's why we get to this point, okay? Do you have any questions?
Yes.
Okay. If you'd like to talk to your supervisor, we have one present. Is that something that you would want?
Okay. Talk to your boss.
Oh, he's right here. Want to talk to him?
Yeah. Get out.
I'll
here's
tell
an
you
article
what,
from...
the look on his face. Big Sarge was like,
Yes, Sarge is not. He's not.
what are we doing here? What were you saying, Juan?
Well, there's an article from November, right after New York made jaywalking no longer illegal in New York City, right? Where they're asking a Utah County Sheriff's Office sergeant about jaywalking and what he thinks, basically. And he's like, I understand why they're doing it. I can probably count on one or two hands the number of times I've stopped somebody or written a ticket for that. It says Utah Code states
Big Sarge
that
was
pedestrians
texting
crossing
me.
anywhere other than a crosswalk must yield to all traffic, but that's it. And he's literally like, yeah, no, that makes sense.
There was no
Really,
traffic, right? That's what I mean. Is like, so typically pedestrians have to yield to traffic no matter what, unless they're going across a crosswalk, and in that case, it's the opposite, right? But typically, I would only stop somebody for jaywalking if there's traffic present and traffic's having to do something, or he's like darting out in front of traffic or whatever, and there's not a crosswalk provided, right? Like, but it's like, I don't know, like that. There's very specific elements that have to be met. You don't just say, well, you crossed the road, so. Especially in a residential area, where there's apartments. People cross the street all the time. They're not going to walk half a mile in one direction, cross the street just to walk back. That's dumb. Could it not
Yelling, get out of the street works just fine too.
Yeah. Could it not be said?
If you're in a car.
Yeah. Oh, sure. Yeah. He's asking if that he only jaywalked because the cop was following him. That wouldn't really stick. To be like, I thought someone was following me, so I crossed the street. Like, I guess it would be an affirmative defense. Like, I was nervous about the cop being there, so I wanted to cross the street. But either the behavior's prohibited or not.
What are you diagnosed with?
I love how that's his first question. Hold on, what are you diagnosed with? Big Sarge totally texting up here.
I haven't done nothing. I was just walking home, and he started following me down, and then probably shoot.
Why did the Special Olympian cross the road?
So you show him
to resist arrest.
shoe like that you something?
No, I just have a lot of time talking.
Just
I don't. Yeah, just speak kind of be good enough. You know, step. Not companies.
Where you at?
Just one.
Anywhere else?
Big Sarge trying to take this in.
Alright. right. Can you lean up for me real quick? Just want to make sure you're not injured anywhere else.
You taking him out of handcuffs?
Charlie 36 from Temple.
Do you live here by yourself?
Oh.
We can loosen them.
Why don't you step out here for just a second?
They're loosening cuffs. I'm not taking them out of the cuffs. I'm shocked Big Sarge didn't cut this guy loose yet.
Just messed up.
Probably waiting for that rookie to find out if anything happened to the commercial building, maybe.
But I'll be okay.
It's okay if I lift?
Not really, because I haven't done anything. It's just crossing that street to get home, because I live down there. That's why I was crossing.
Do you live here in Pepperidge?
Yes.
It sounds like you might have been acting a little suspicious over there.
What the reason I was walking fast, she was following me. I kept telling them not following me. I haven't done it.
You read his rights at all?
No.
Well, he's gonna read you something real quick.
We're Mirandizing this guy? Oh, Sarge, you had a chance.
Teppanyaki. That's when I looped around, and he was coming out from one of the businesses, like north, and then get out of my car.
People take shortcuts.
All the time,
You
dog.
take shortcuts. I don't know how many times I've just taken a shortcut. You know, I live over here. I go to work over there, and I just took a shortcut. I don't know, walk 3 miles. I'm just cutting through these. Yeah, jeez. Stupid.
Just hang out with him just for a sec.
40 minutes of detaining a guy for jaywalking. Without any other crime. Oh, hold on. I got to see the street real quick. Stop signs. No crosswalk provided. No crosswalk provided. No street light. Wow. This is residential. This is residential.
This is Clearfield, Utah?
Yeah, dude.
Hang on.
Population 31,909.
Bro, yeah. You know what? FAFO's right.
This is probably the biggest crime they've had in like 10 years.
I'm just gonna take it right back to zero. I wanted to maybe somebody gets rubs 2 brain cells together and is like, is this really worth it? Like, what are we doing here? Get them identified and let's get on with it. You gotta do the use of force for the cuffing. Throw them on the ground.
That was 40 years he lived in Pepperidge? 40 years. 40 years.
You're taking him out?
And just so I understand, and Carl, I'm not trying to insult you in any way, okay? So just, our system is...
Why'd they cut the audio?
Maybe this is about his diagnosis?
Because I just want to, if we have...
Yeah, I think this is about us. He's probably HIPAA.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably also why they put just Special Olympics medalists. They're just you can infer what that means. That's probably why they put it that way.
You haven't taken anything? I just medical-wise, just want to make sure you're all right.
Yeah, that's what happened. Since it's still summer, I sweat a lot when I walk fast. Since
they let him go.
Under 5 days, and then if you go over 14 without talking to him, they can issue us a
He gave him a ticket for the jaywalking.
Mm-hmm.
What are we doing? Oh, big L.
Hey, at least he didn't get charged with resisting.
No kidding. Big L.
You want to stay mad? He kept his job and his department backed him up. Chief Kelly of that department said this is an opportunity for growth. They sent him to training on. They admitted that he mistakenly applied the Utah jaywalking statute and said he has since received additional training on lawfully approaching people and when to request identification.
For real? That was their official response?
Mm-hmm. He said, throughout an officer's career, there are numerous opportunities for growth. It is my expectation that this incident, like so many others our officers have while serving our community, will allow for an opportunity to grow and strengthen the professional standards of this department.
Bro, I'd take Malon Labia over this guy, dude. And that guy was kind of useless, you know? Like,
he also said, could have been resolved differently. We extend our sympathies to those affected. Shove your sympathies, dude.
I just need to
Nobody
move on.
wants him.
I took points. I took like 40. And I took some from admin for that.
Take all of them from admin. That's ridiculous.
There it is. Oh, that was upsetting to watch. It's just dumb. Like, what a waste of time, dude. Like,
you wasted like 5 officers' time on that for a jaywalking call.
Big Sarge had an opportunity. Like, you need to cut him loose and let this go. If discipline comes out of this, that's on you. But we're not doing this. Not while I'm on shift. Oh, he's getting after it here. I was about to say, lights finally kicked on. He's trying to run in like a Jeep
westbound, northbound
Cherokee.
Light Jeep, SRT. Attack. Take a Zulu Papa 1944. Speeds 120 light traffic.
Great radio traffic.
Why is he zigzagging?
Also a clue.
Speeds 125.
What's a clue?
Is missing.
Oh, his
gas
missing.
cap. And the veering might be because he's drunk. To be honest.
I thought you were pointing at the mirror. I was wondering.
Speeds 120. Lane. Still operating. Speeds 130. Just blacked out. Not sure why, but we're still going to practice.
Way too close to for that.
In a white car. You got stealth of 1, my guy.
Yeah, hold a solid 1 on the stealth.
Take Braddock, looks like we might go on
I want
east.
to just crouch.
Nope. Continue Reserve Road. Go into the unit.
I'm going to do a pull.
Going west. Going west.
This thing's not made for speed, man.
Alright, he just lost it. He's regaining.
You know, this is how teenagers drive. You know, when you gotta chase a teenager, Keith, they drive like trash.
Yep.
You get to like your 20s, and I guess you just figure it out. You've just been driving for long enough. But cop about to throw a blue shell. Bro, that's throwing it way back. That's a deep cut. It's them last place weapons. That's what they're called. Also, these are now illegal in Texas. God bless them. Is he winding up for a pit?
Yeah, Park out the radio. Past Fort Royal, monitoring traffic 83. Just past Fort Royal coming up on Queensberry Street 75 light traffic.
We just struck a firearm. He just struck my vehicle with a firearm. Pretty short.
At least medium. He needs to chill. What I don't like about the situation is that
monitoring traffic.
Headlights on.
Coming up on Glen Park.
I was gonna say he needs to turn his takedowns on so people can see at least white light ahead of him.
If anybody's there, get out of the office, help us out. A bunch of us coming your way.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright, coming up to Stonehaven, 120 light to moderate.
120 miles per hour? No way.
Alright, speeds about 100, slowing down. Might be making a U-turn here, stand by.
Right here. Do it here.
It's a good time.
Right, sit down.
It's winding up.
We're coming up on King David Boulevard.
Let's get that.
I've got the radio now back with you. We're coming up with the office here in a second. If you got the stop sticks out, get them out. Alright, alright, he's spinning around here, making a U-turn back on 495, U-turn back on back towards 495.
Oh, head to head. Bro.
He just struck my vehicle. Stand by.
There it is.
Bro, did you hear it in his voice? He says, "Oh, bets off now, boy. That's a fleet. You know how much paperwork is about to be?
Yeah,
boy, I'm about to make it worth my time. Don't run. Whatever you do, don't run. We're not getting away from this guy's going to run after you like he's a T-1000.
I will shoot you right now. I will shoot you.
You should believe him when he says that.
Turn it off.
I'll get a medal.
You done messed up, son. Get out.
You done messed up. Hey, look, hands. He's got lethal.
Mm-hmm. Iron sights and the weapon-mounted light.
We're also gonna send. Damn. We're gonna send this 320 here, but yes, this is how I did it. Like an idiot.
It is current year.
You want passengers or hell?
Oh, hell yeah, climb up.
Get out of the car. Get out. I'm getting out now.
They're wearing body cams, aren't they? Why can't we get body cam?
Get out. Hey, I'm sorry. Get out.
It's okay, I'm sorry. I'm glad nobody is.
Up there. Put your head back right now.
I'm glad nobody got hurt.
Look what you did in my car, genius. Look what you did in my car.
No, I'm sorry, sir. Look, I don't have any. But look, I'm sorry, because my car...
I just watched it.
Oh, you just said I just watched it?
I just watched it.
That's some day shift stuff right there.
Yeah.
I just washed my car.
Just washed my car.
I'll give State Boys. I'll give him 10. I think that was clean. That was clean. They should have pitted a little earlier, but nobody got hurt. That's a win. Body cam's nipping someone else in the butt here. It's my people.
One more.
It's all that bad.
Damn, what up, y'all? This y'all, huh? This plate don't match, man. Hold on. Where you going? Hold on. Got one on foot. Going into T Park. Yo, stop running. I'm a fucking tase you.
Taser, bro.
Oh, shit. That wasn't my taser.
That was a taser sound.
So, it's a meme.
Zap, zap.
You don't want to be the meme. Golly, dude.
Oh, shit. I did not mean to do that.
Dude. Bro, he just tased at the tree line.
Wait, go back to the taser?
It's a black taser.
I was about to say, okay.
Put that right there. Did you shoot at me?
I wonder whether that's a bad
gun,
idea.
bro. Gun? Yeah.
Bro, you shot at me, man. No, he didn't shoot a gun at you.
Yes, this right here. This.
Taser.
He shot a gun at me.
No, I didn't.
I heard a gun.
That wasn't me, bro.
He shot a gun.
How?
I heard a
That's why you use this. It's coming out.
What's the difference between a gun and a taser?
He didn't think that was going to get reviewed?
He's got a gaslight enough.
Bro. We were doing so well. I just... Oh. Hold on.
It's negative infinity. He broke it.
Dude,
That's how bad it was.
Bro, a negligent discharge? Like, it was a good investigation. Plates don't match the car. Likely stolen. Kid ran because he totally knew it was stolen. Can't fumble there, dog. Like, you did a worse job than the jaywalking guy. Think about that. Like,
you almost killed him.
Golly, dude.
By accident.
Oh.
There it is, DeWitt. Gaslight gatekeep girl boss.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
He's a Brady list. Jacob. Oh my god, I can't with y'all. We need was it 110 likes? Is that what I said? For 75 points. Drop a like.
2024. Officers were dispatched to a Menards.
Keith, did you help them with video selection?
No.
You took a second to answer that one, Keith. That's a guilty mind right there.
I've had a busy week this week. I think I've seen one video this week.
I'm giving you a hard time.
In La Crosse, Wisconsin, following the report of a suspicious incident. Police received a call from Menard Security about a vehicle in the parking lot with tape covered.
They did, but
Shield guy saved him, but
he gets Shield guy, car stolen, whatever. At least that was a hard call. Legit domestic, legit offense, like assault on a peace officer, legit carjacking, the whole nine. Like
2 carjackings.
I was just being picky. On these, it's like hard not to be like, bro.
Bring its license plate and the make and the model symbols on the rear. Security also reported that one person stayed in the vehicle while the passenger, later identified as 40-year-old James, was inside the store shopping. It's also worth noting that James has had his fair share of legal troubles and a lengthy history of felony convictions dating back to 2000. An officer quickly responded to the parking lot and made contact with the vehicle in question.
Hey, what's up with the tape on your car?
Is there tape on my car?
On the plate, yeah, I was just curious.
I'm so sorry.
Well, I was just curious, I don't know.
Coworkers have been messing with my car. I didn't realize it. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, I work in... Yeah, that's my car.
Okay.
I started a new job.
Oh, yeah, I was just driving by and I saw there's tapes. I don't know if you were aware of it.
No, I was not. I'm sorry. I'll take you off right now.
Yeah, I can step up here. Are you waiting for someone in the store?
No, I stopped. My parents had called, so I don't like driving on my phone.
That's fine.
Yeah.
You just want to take it off quick?
Yeah, that's fine. Oh my god. I didn't even realize that. I drove. How embarrassing.
That's on here too.
Run that tag.
Is it?
It's on your decals and your...
Hey, can you go ahead and give
her an Oscar?
2729. Adam David Henry 3958. Should come back to a black Kia. This is covered up the Kia emblem.
How do you know?
Yeah, and all
it's
that.
covered up. Could be a Nissan.
Jesus.
Is this your car?
It is.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Oh my god.
Well, then, now you won't get stopped, so.
Jesus. That's embarrassing, though.
It's all right. You have a good day.
Yeah, you too.
Yep, we'll see ya.
Run the tag.
Officers then positioned themselves at both ends of the lot, staying out of the woman's view while keeping watch on the front entrance doors. An officer then reconnected with security, who stayed on the phone while monitoring James on video surveillance. Security reported James was loading a cart with various items, including a chainsaw, machete, and other construction tools, totaling over $1,100. He then bypassed all points of sale and...
It's beautiful.
So Menards is a hardware store?
It's my guess. I don't know.
I thought it's groceries for some reason.
Wow.
It seems
like established by pirates.
Emu said, "Your acting is embarrassing."
If you paint it green, it should be a grocery store.
So
that's just like.
So conspiracy. I think you get the girl on conspiracy for sure, and then aiding and abetting, and then this is shoplifting, likely a felony amount of shoplifting because the dollar amount. And then you have all the elements of the offense. You passed last point of sale. The staff has already agreed to press charges. So this is, I like the plan. Now, some admin's going to watch this somewhere and be like, yeah, but shouldn't you prevent the pursuit? Not with that attitude, you know? Like, they run. That's, you know? You got to wait for the elements of the offense to be there.
Sprinted out of the store with the cart, repeatedly falling on his ass while security chased him.
Give him points for doing the thing with the cart where you just ride the cart. That's fun as hell.
Dude, Menard lost prevention. What a G.
480's running west towards Lang.
Self-hit.
Where's he going? My boy.
He's gonna get booped?
My boy.
Boop or no boop?
What are you kidding me? Does he have a mustache on?
Does he have a mustache? Push.
Yep.
You're under arrest. You're under
That's a partial hoodie.
You're under arrest.
That's a partial hoodie.
Put your hands behind your back.
He's got his bribe in his hand.
Stop tensing up.
Double cup, I bless it.
It's good? Yeah. What's wrong with big mustache? I don't know.
While taking him into custody, the security officer attempted to get their attention, signaling that the female in the vehicle was quickly driving away.
Where's that car? Hide something. Let's go get that car too.
Here.
Heck
Go to
yeah.
Matt. Since Matt has them riding together.
Yeah. 41, we have Matt's with one. What's her name?
2-man unit.
Bro, I am loving this call so far. So, good job on getting the guy. They didn't run until they had to. They let him get all his running and falling out of his system, and then got out, pushed, and hoodied. Nobody's calling for the channel, nothing. And they're like, oh, wait a minute. There's the lady.
Roll on your side, Matt, so you can breathe.
The accomplice too.
That's what I'm saying. For sure. She's involved. For the dodgiest guy.
I'm gonna try and stop the car that showed up and it's on the island right now by the trip. So at least I do. Roll to your side so you can breathe. Now sit up. Ready? That ain't your name. We're gonna find your name out, man. Why don't you tell us?
This James. All right. Here. Well, let's get him up. Yeah. Sit up a minute.
I would totally pick up that mustache.
Just probation? I thought you had a fake mustache on when you were running.
Here, you wanna grab? I'm gonna grab my paperwork that went flying.
Where it dude was supposed to be a picture.
100% I would make him put it on for the picture.
Just slap it on there. Just tape it on there.
It's not illegal to be in the jail. That's gender affirming
hell no.
treatment right there.
That's right.
There you go.
It goes to knowingly and intentionally.
You all right? What? Go report.
This is where a thumbnail came from.
Bro, my boy's bugging.
He's the cousin of
Yes,
that the cop from the other call, the Utah call, that was just like
For sure. For sure, cousins.
Oh yeah. This is
What is it?
I don't know how to link.
This is what you're trying. Is this who you're referring to?
But the way he's acting, it looks like he pulled it out of somewhere else.
Thank you for telling me. You got cigs on you?
Keep taking your breaths, man.
Left inside.
Okay, hold up. You know where well? Is that yours? Yeah. Ran it over. You ran it over?
Yeah, he didn't last, man.
Don't laugh.
Should have been a great Yeti commercial if it would have survived it, but he ran her over.
Did you tuck anything in your jeans at all or no?
Let's see if this is fake or not.
Well, let's catch your breath before we start smoking, man.
We should have a bottle in the back.
Yeah, I'm gonna catch his breath a little bit here first. Stealing, you got all this money, man.
Are you good?
Probably flipping the tools. A lot of guys will do that. They steal specifically tools because, dude, Facebook Marketplace, if the deal's too good, they stole it.
Gone immediately.
But they also stole it. Like, you're buying stolen goods. But, yeah, that stuff's gone. Dude, like power tools, all that stuff, man.
Is there anything else I missed in your waistband? Thank you.
But, I mean,
No, 48. Myself, 41 are out with Eddie. Evan Arts. Got a name for you.
I didn't see that.
Not that I can find.
Let's see if they get
Last-
the lady.
First of James.
You have a butt here.
Okay,
If you can try it.
Oh, no.
All the things on him?
Dude, you can't fist bump anymore. You get the duck sound on YouTube now. You can't fist bump anymore. You get the duck sound on YouTube now.
All right, thanks, fellers.
Yeah.
That was a good thing you guys were here.
Yeah.
We didn't get wife?
All right, we're going.
As a result, James was only charged with misdemeanor counts of retail theft, resisting obstructing an officer, and he was released a few days later on a $0 signature bond. Over the next 5 months, James was arrested once more and faced new charges for 3 separate incidents, including attempted battery threats to an officer, strangulation and suffocation, resisting arrest, and disorderly conduct.
So strangulation's typically tied to a domestic assault. It's the only time you would care. And yep.
He's mad she drove off without him.
Judges.
Yep.
That's pretty good. Why? That is wild that amount of theft was a misdemeanor. That is, and that the subsequent ones weren't felonies, or something. Because typically, like subsequent charges for the same thing. Man,
Well, and he had a history.
Shout out to bro. They didn't catch the chick, so I'm gonna give him less points, but I'll give him 10. I thought that was really smooth. I thought they did a really good job with that. And then
Well, it's good. I mean, they let him wear himself out before they even bothered leaving their vehicles. That's good.
And
That's how you do
they
that.
were also like really in control. No screaming. No lectures. They kind of made fun of him. But like,
yeah,
that's fine.
That's all right. He
I
deserved
take
it.
that over a lecture all day long. We'll take some points from suspecting. Suspects be taking L's. That was very good. That I couldn't have drawn that up any better.
In Effingham, Georgia, an officer was driving when an oncoming truck lit up their high beams as well as several very bright auxiliary lights. Giving the driver the benefit of the doubt, the officer flashes his full beams to show he does not have them on. The driver leaves their high beams on, so the officer decides to conduct a traffic stop. Little does he know, this will be anything but a routine stop.
Had to do the same thing.
They're never routine.
So Bill and
That
I,
turn and radius.
if he was here, he would confirm this. At night, we got 3 strikes for high beams because we work nights, right? After the third one, the next one we saw was getting pulled over. I'd forgive the first couple because people turn their lights on, they don't realize they have their high beams on or whatever. But
Mine automatically turn on if there's not anything around.
Yeah.
It switches back and
Right.
forth on its own.
But the second,
depending on the amount of light.
like it sees other headlights, it goes back
Mhm.
down. So
Yeah.
but yeah, dude, some of these, yeah, no sympathy. That's so hard on other drivers, like eyes. He's over here overtaking. It's a deputy. It's gotta be a deputy. We'll see this. Red flag number 1's the Dodge 1500. Come up on your P's and Q's. This is either really annoying, really dangerous, or both.
So, man, don't you think I want to be able to see?
Yeah, your brights on me.
I was flashing mine at you to tell you to cut them fucking lights off.
What was the percentage of cops that were like this, Keith, that were deputies?
Fairly high.
Was it fairly high?
Didn't- Yeah.
You were just an
It
established
was-
gentleman.
Like I said, we peppered our words, made them spicy.
I love you, Keith. Oh my god.
You cut them all on?
Yeah, I cut them on when you had yours on.
I didn't have mine on ever. So when you cut yours on, I started flashing mine at you to show you that mine wasn't on, and you just left yours on.
No, I was trying to turn them off.
All right, you got your license?
No, I don't have my license on me.
Where's it at?
I left them at the house. I
Sure.
was running right here to the stove.
Truck registered to you?
No, sir.
All right, what's your last name?
Price, Darius Price.
All right, give me just a second.
Date of birth?
Hey, don't walk up there.
There's only 12 people in this county.
Don't walk up there. He's being weird. And that window's tinted as fuck. And he's nervous as shit. And I think he just lied to me about who he is. Truck smells like weed too.
I mean, if he didn't have such a weird attitude about it, I'd have called it good policing. Because, I mean, if you feel sussy about somebody, you should address it. But, like, articulation is important.
Approximately. Blackmail, white now? Blackmail. One? Yeah. You ain't got no license. That's why you don't have your license on.
I'm a fan of passenger side approach here on the backup deputy. I'd like to see passenger side approach. Let's go! I love this guy. Also,
you gotta run.
Free word of advice. Brake lights for sure. But look at that. One's crushing.
I thought that's what you were gonna point out. I was like, bro, this is so obvious. He's gonna run.
Yeah, this guy's definitely taking off. But if you're doing a passenger side approach at the same time that this guy's doing a driver's side, keep your flashlight off. See how close you can get to seeing before you let them know you're there. And then once you kick it on, you kick it on. But like, try to sneak up here and see if you can see. He thinks he's good on this side, and this is where he could be concealing a gun or something crazy like that. Just be cognizant of that.
Because I asked you to. Get out of the truck. Get out of the truck. I'm not. Oh. Open air, 1080.
Good taste.
Didn't work though.
He's too close. You're only going to get pain. That lightning strike was kind of well timed.
Yeah, that was.
Be sure to charge him for theft of government property for probes.
Do what?
Charge him for theft of government property for running off with the probes,
With the probes?
in his body. Yeah.
That's so King Petty. I love it.
Articulation.
The trucking.
That lightning is cinematic as hell.
If I'm home.
We didn't even park the truck.
Man on foot! Man on foot! I'm gonna fucking beat you. I got him. Take him. Take him. Take him. Get over. Get over. Get over. I'm gonna beat your fucking ass. Get over there. I'll fucking kill you right here, right now. Oh, man. Oh, get the fuck down, boy. Oh, no. Get down, no. Hit him. Hit him. Hit him. Oh, man. Put your fucking hands on your back. Put your fucking hands on your back. Put your fucking hands. Taser me, man. Look at boy.
I don't know why you're tasing right now, but I can't see it.
I'm over your fucking side. You stupid fuck.
The officers followed the suspect into a wooded area where a fistfight broke out between the officers and the suspect before the officers were eventually able to taser and handcuff the suspect. During his short crime spree, Raymond was able to rack up 14 charges, including probation violation, fleeing or attempting to elude a police officer, seatbelt violation, DUI refusal, driving law license suspended or revoked, failure to dim headlights, possession of a Schedule II controlled substance, willful obstruction in an LEO by use of threats or violence, drugs not in original container, possession and use of drug-related objects, criminal trespass, giving false name and address.
What in the...
Says come again.
I release brand new body cam footage
On your
every...
belly, bro?
It's a prison tat. was that the Keith Quack? A homeboy running a single stack 45 for sure. You know what? It's unorthodox, but I'll bless it. We're gonna take some points from suspects. That was some pretty bad suspecting. I bet that's the most county call I've probably seen in a while. But they handled up.
Yeah.
But notice, guys uninjured. They're uninjured. Nobody got shot on accident. Unlike old boy went and cracked a round off at a fleeing guy. And they got swung on, according to them. That's the only downside. We don't have body cam. But dude clearly ran and was motivated to get away. Probably threw a shove or two, but you're in the middle of the woods. Mm-hmm. They apprehended him, and he didn't come out with like a black eye and bleeding. Like he came out better off than the special needs guy for jaywalking.
Yeah.
That's all I'm trying to say is we're taking L's today in the municipal department. Oh my goodness. I think we're almost at the spicy part of stream. We weren't there already.
This hasn't been spicy?
Kind of good.
I guess everybody's lived.
You may have seen this Facebook post that went viral, accusing a Columbus police officer of losing his cool and using excessive force. The post was made on February the 7th, 2025 at approximately 11.
Anytime I see somebody getting apprehended by police and a child in their arms, My initial response is to be upset at the suspect because we knew we were going to be involved with law enforcement. We're using a kid as a human shield. I have seen this happen way too many times. I would charge him with endangering. See it in domestics. We've seen it on a ton of stuff.
28 a.m. At the time of this recording, the post has 15,000 shares on Facebook. In her commentary about the incident, the woman calls a black officer an Uncle Tom and an effing sellout. It's sad to see this sort.
Okay. There is a shade chart of when you get to call people Uncle Toms. Mediem. Miss Beckford, you are not on the shade chart. I'm just saying.
Sort of racism being spewed on social media.
She hired Uncle Tom.
But unfortunately, that's the world we live in.
I guess bot.
Yeah.
Luckily, the Columbus Division of Police acted fast and released the body camera footage of the incident. What you'll see in this video is an officer politely asks someone to move their vehicle from the sidewalk. The driver then becomes verbally combative with the officer. As the officer approaches the driver to inform him that he will be issued a ticket, the driver asked his wife to hand over their baby and then walked into the street. The officer ordered the man out of
the vehicles. This is an easement. You have plenty of room to not be parked on the curb. That's a valid reason to interact.
Street for his own safety, but the man refused. The officer then assisted the man out of the street, and the man, while holding a baby, actively resisted the officer and began pushing against the officer. The coward, who used his baby as a shield, was ultimately placed under arrest for failure to comply and obstructing official business.
Yeah, you guys got to move that. Yeah, the car, you got to move that. You got to move the car. All right, give me a moment. Absolutely.
I mean, he was trying to be cool and just be like, hey, dog, like, you got to get off the sidewalk. You can't be parking there. Like, he gave them an opportunity.
You can't park there.
I'll be over there in a second, my man.
He also heckling the officer, which is not illegal, but like.
Yes, it's 31A. She's there. Talk to parents. Can you put me out at 1400 on the Parker? I'll give you the Clayton. So first of all, I was just letting you know, man, like, what the attitude.
Okay, so kid has been out of the vehicle the entire time. Wife had the kid. He grabbed the kid and already had his cell phone and was arguing with the officer way before he showed up. Kid's a human shield.
All set up.
Dude.
And everything like that. For that, you are going to get a Parker. Go ahead and do it, man. I will. Go ahead and do it.
Also, what is
Oh,
this?
yeah.
Dog, what is this? Anyways, we'll keep going.
Go ahead and do it. Get off the street. You ain't going to tell me to get out the street.
Okay, so he's already verbally combative with the officer. He's also legit not supposed to be in the street. Like, this actually makes sense. There's
Is he
actual traffic.
endangering the child?
That's what I was getting
Is
at.
that
Get it for child endangerment.
Yeah.
Yep.
Also, like, my girl, what are we doing? Is this the poster?
She's winning Mom of the Year, bruh. Yeah, that's the poster.
Can't call people Uncle Toms.
Tell you to get off the street right now. Don't put your hands on me. Get out of the street. Get out of the street. Get your fucking hands off of me, dude. Get your hands off of me, fool.
Baby!
Get your hands off of me. Hey. Get your hands off of me. What are you doing?
Bro, he used that N-word like she would use that N-word.
Don't
That
put your
was
fucking hands off of me. I'm going to put you down.
aggressive.
Hold your hands off of me. Head down. Get your hands off of me. Hold the kid or I'm going to put him down. Get your hands off of me. You're under arrest.
He's even asking somebody to take the kid because this guy's being combative.
Yeah, the wife who handed the kid over to her idiot husband.
Bro, hold on. We're society. Let's start there. We'll see how much more I take from this.
Yep.
Dog, this is terrible.
I'm recording you. That live in my house.
We were just getting the baby.
Recording that. Recording the kid. I'm going to put the kid. Recording that. Put him down.
Keeps asking
Dude,
about
I'm
the
going to put
kid.
you down. I'm not put my child down. Let me go. Dude, I'm not white for what?
This is shoving an officer in the middle of a citation. failing to move their car. Like, we go down a litany of things, not to mention the child endangerment portion of it.
For what? You're pushing up. What's the reason? What's the reason? What did I do? What did I do? For what? For what? I did not do that.
Let's pause it real quick. So we complain a lot about when multiple officers are yelling the same thing or conflicting things at suspects.
Right.
This is exactly the same thing on the other. If you want the officer to listen to you, both of y'all yelling is not the way to do it. You can't hear it or understand a damn thing.
I think what's pretty disingenuous too is that like he's the only one asking about the kid. He's like, look, dude, like this guy's shoving me. Like he's detained, like we're clearly detained, but like he's acting really out of pocket and he has a kid in his arms. Like, can we please get this kid out of the situation? And she's just screaming about the detention and whether or not the detention's lawful or not. Like, even if I thought like let's take the Terry Crews, or Brooklyn Nine-Nine incident where like I'm actually minding my own business and some kid just being or some cops just being a jackass. Like, my kid is there. Like, dude, you do you, fine. We'll go sort this out in court, but like, I'm not. Can I at least put my kid down, or tell my kid to go sit somewhere and the kid will be cool? Or if my kid's a G, he'll run up and try to slug the officer.
Hold your child. Hold your child. Hold your child. Dude,
okay, now she's asking for the kid, and he's like, "Please get the kid."
Hey, let me hold the child. Hold the child. Hold the child. Dude, I recorded. Absolutely. Hold the child. Hold the child. Let go of the child right now, dude. Let go of the child right now. Let go of the child.
I need your badge.
Let go of the child. Let go of the child.
You need your child.
Get your child. I'm gonna get your child engagement. I'm gonna get your child engagement.
Child engagement for what?
Let go of your child. Let go of your child.
Child endangerment for what?
I love this guy.
Let go of the child.
I am.
Maybe I need to have kids. We don't have a future if I don't.
What is your problem, my baby?
Your problem.
What is your problem?
One that counts for you too.
Here.
Get your child. Your supervisor.
Reasonable people need to have kids.
They got backup coming yet?
I think so.
I
heard a sign.
Hey, I can't drop off the kid.
There he is.
I did nothing. Stop. I did nothing. I don't want to drop him with the kid. I did nothing, son.
Take the kid. There you go.
Let go of the kid.
The officer's the only one to go and actually try to take the kid.
No,
He did nothing.
let go of the kid. Let go. I did not do it. Stop.
I got the kid.
I'll be honest. You get to a point where when somebody's too dangerous for what's now effectively a victim, here's the first time I've seen it on Bodycam where a VNR would actually make sense. I know it sounds kind of out of pocket, but this guy could spike this. Like, he's clearly acting irrational, and I can't.
Makes perfect sense.
And I don't want to put leverage on this kid, and I don't want to get in a tug of war over this kid. This kid's like 3. This kid is not big enough to be able to like tussle on his own. VNR could be safely applied, way safer than a taser, because a taser he locks up and falls over and the kid gets hurt. But I think a VNR, this is one of the very few times I've seen it. OC's not going to make sense because I'm not trying to OC this baby, right?
So how do you just like bring him down to the ground with you as you're applying it so that the kid doesn't just get dropped?
Yep. So the guy holds on to the kid to make sure kid doesn't get dropped. I just basically knee this guy in the back of the knee to get his knee to buckle, basically. And then you just VNR him until he lets go. It's like, you let go or you pass out. You get the pick, basically. But that's, or you can use a pressure point. I've seen it. That's going to be a little less effective and still.
Are you saying once the second officer's there?
Yes, I wouldn't do it before.
Okay.
I think the officer did a great job before, waiting.
Because my first thought was like, okay, so he's knocked out. Baby goes immediately to the ground.
Right. No.
So like, are you bringing him down slowly?
No, I'm talking about the second officer. The second officer did exactly the right thing, and he was like, I'm going to make sure this kid doesn't get pulled or hit or whatever. But what's it like? Imagine what's the difference between this and a domestic, as far as you having like a innocent third party that's being literally held hostage at this point, and officer, the guy was going to go for the endangering thing. And yes, vascular neck restraint. Bigfoot gets it. But it's a big no-no. We can't do those anymore. But this is a one time that I've seen it where actually the conditions for it are perfect. And it would have been the safest way to do it. I did.
They need to make sure Family Services gets this report.
1,000%. And Tommy, I did 100% work in a state where it was a no-go. It wasn't criminalized though. It was just taken off the table. I could only do it in a deadly force situation. And in this situation, I think you probably would be fine. Because you could articulate. I mean, even something as simple as picking a kid up by their hand wrong can injure the child. I mean, seriously injure the child, right? Received at this point.
I got this one. Get the other one. Get the
It's
other
been
one.
headed up
Imagine mom comes up and puts the kid in his hands again.
Hit the trifecta. Human shield and I can't breathe.
Jesus Christ, what did I do? Oh, my stomach! Jesus Christ! Spread your feet, man. Fuck, I do nothing, sir. All right, well, you're under arrest. For what, sir? For what? For what, sir?
Gloves?
Jesus Christ! What did I do? What did I do? Sir, what did I do, sir? What did I do?
As I'm trying to see what's going on with your car.
You put your problem! This on camera! God.
Good job closing the door.
Very good job closing the door. We don't get any disposition here. I'd be curious to see. So this is
which I'm actually surprised by, because Columbus police body camera is usually really good about. Well, I guess he kind of did at the beginning. He said I think he said what he was charged with.
Aswald Jones?
Yeah. But yeah, they usually have like a little thing at the end that kind of gives you a summary.
That didn't. Ain't nothing.
So I think they did right before it switched to the body cam. So go back all the way to the beginning. Not all the way to the beginning, but so past this Facebook post, right? During that part, go back. This dual cam thing, maybe, or right before that.
It's sad to see this sort of racism being spewed on social media, but unfortunately, that's the world we live in. Luckily, the Columbus Division of Police acted fast and released the body camera footage of the incident. What you'll see in this video is an officer politely ask someone to move their...
I'll tell you what, great body control position. This is literally precisely how it's taught. But I do like that he doesn't escalate here because he is being conscientious of the kid. The only reason I bring this up is I had a lot of times where we would run into a domestic, and domestic would start because the guy was using, or the Cowboys lost. Both practically had the same effect on some people.
Or the Eagles won.
You're right, literally. And in the same week, it was a very bad time.
And they burned the whole city.
And so, we would have it to where they'd start moving towards the kids' room, and I was like, no, I ain't doing that. Anyways, yeah, I'll give points here. It's municipals.
We didn't get the...
He doesn't give a disposition, Doug. Look, I'll play.
He was about to...
vehicle from the sidewalk. The driver then becomes verbally combative with the officer. As the officer approaches the driver to inform him that he will be issued a ticket, the driver asked his wife to hand over their baby and then walked into the street. The officer ordered the man out of the street for his own safety, but the man refused. The officer then assisted the man out of the street, and the man, while holding a baby, actively resisted the officer and began pushing against the officer. The coward, who used his baby as a shield, was ultimately placed under arrest for failure to comply and obstructing official business.
Failure to comply and obstruction of official business.
Wow, I'm shocked they didn't get endangering there.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Okay, spicy part of the stream, if that wasn't already spicy. Drop a like on the stream.
Sergeant. It's NYPD.
Yo, let me see your head. Let me see your head. Put your hands down. Yo, drop it.
Oh, it's a bad time.
Get down. Get down. Get down. Get on the ground. Bro, get down.
Push.
Nice.
That's wild. Not a single person was hit.
Maybe in the apartment.
Bro, I'll tell you what, this guy's got fucking wheels, dog.
Stop! Get the fuck down! Don't reach! Don't reach! Get the fuck down! Get the fuck down! Get the fuck down! Police!
Oh, they got tagged at least once.
Get down! Get the fuck down! Get down!
He's gonna walk it off.
Yo, put it over, put it over, put it over, put it over. What about me, nigga? That's what. Go, go, go. Can I be with yo, drive the car, drive the car.
Person in the back seat.
696 Central.
Got shots fired, 8-0 flat.
950 Central, 80 flat, 80 flat.
So he took shots, like he shot either in the air or whatever, and that's what caught their attention, and they just happened to be there.
Get down, get down.
What is he doing?
I think he's back there with somebody because when this clip started, there was somebody talking, asking like, "What about me?"
What about me, nigga? I still know. Go, go, go.
I'll stay with him. They had somebody in the car.
Yeah.
Either a suspect or a writer, dude. There's something going on here. I'm assuming
His hands seem a little free for.
Can I be with
I'm taking the rest on calls, but if they were hot, I took them with me.
Yeah?
They're just like, look, here, just get low.
I
you know?
only had it happen twice, where I had somebody in the car with me, and we were going back to the station, and like a foot, like chase went off, and we're like, armed suspect leaving like a robbery or something crazy like that in progress, and I happened to be going down the street, and I was like, "Sorry, bro, I'll leave the AC on for you." He was cool about it. I think he was just there on like he had a, I think it was a warrant. It was like an out-of-state warrant, but they wanted him. Probably the gang unit. That makes sense.
Stay with him, man. Go, go, go. Go. Stay with him. Stay with him. Let me see your hands.
Drop
it. Drop it. Get on the ground. On the ground. Get on the ground. Get on the ground. Get on the ground.
He never let go of his pen. Shove.
Good job.
That's him pointing.
Let me see your head. Let me see your head. Put your hands down. Yo, drop it. Get down, get down.
Did he recover anything?
Get on the ground.
Check description. Did he actually get hit?
Yeah, they were transporting a prisoner. That's so funny.
Oh, he was struck.
Was struck by gunfire. Yeah, attempted murder. Yeah, dude. He's pointing a gun at people like a crazy person. That's wild. Shout out to them. I mean, gotta work on them marksmanship skills. But 2 for 10, but whatever. At that distance, farther away I get it, but at that distance, like, come on. I'll give him 10. Nobody got seriously hurt.
Yeah, we've had NDs with better accuracy than that.
Legit. LAPD. Go round out
Hello,
tonight.
I'm Jennifer Forkish,
Just
Public
like
Information
alien again.
Director for the Los Angeles Police Department.
He's wearing the same
This
outfit.
critical incident community viewer discretion is advised, especially for young children and sensitive viewers.
Hello, I am Captain Alex Jogioji, Commanding Officer of Media Relations Division of the Los Angeles Police Department. I'm going to provide you a brief overview
No, it's a different one.
of an officer-involved shooting that
They're just
occurred on
literally
December
wearing the same- I think they
28th,
did it all on the same day.
2024 at around
Same
11:30
outfit.
p.m. Two victims were standing on the north sidewalk in the 1700 block of East 114th Street when a suspect approached them, produced an assault rifle, and robbed them. A portion of this incident was captured on security footage from a nearby vehicle.
You know what, Echo Sierra? I feel bad about making fun of the marksmanship. I forgot they have 20-pound triggers. For real, though. Like, I forgot about that. It's like, it's atrocious. I think they have to be Massachusetts legal or something like that. They're like horrible.
Mounted security camera.
It's like a Tesla. Oh, my boy's got a long gun here. He's robbing these guys with an AK. My dog gets points for style. Oh, no. It's a stockless AK. Less points.
Moments later, the victims charged the suspect and took him to the ground.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's the try.
Exactly, dude.
Bro.
Oh, no, that thing they're going to succeed here.
Bro. LA Dodgers fans crushing.
Look at that.
Let's go.
Bro.
I tell you what. So one guy took his back, right, which is a pretty dominant position. But my boy's got like legit hand on muzzle they're kind of crushing right now. Like they passed the athletics check and the dexterity check. Like,
this ain't their first bar fight.
Dude. They're going to talk about this for the rest of their lives, as they should. It's kind of rad.
100%. And they got video of it.
Yeah. Oh, dude.
A great video of it.
The suspect was later identified as Kevin Doby.
Oh.
As the victims and Doby struggled over control of the rifle, Southeast Patrol Division officers who were conducting patrol in the area observed the three males fighting on the sidewalk. The officers exited their vehicle, approached the group, heard one of the victims yelling, "He's got a gun."
He also pulled out a knife.
And saw Doby armed with a rifle. The officers requested the assistance of additional officers and began to...
Bro, an oil check right there? Devastating. Devastating. Oh, bro. Remember, support the thumb. Don't have a thumb out like this. Support the thumb. If you're going to do it with your fingers, support the finger like that. Oil check. Also, you can just kind of get your knuckle up and give him a little froggy.
To give Doby numerous verbal commands to drop the gun. As the victims continued to struggle with Doby, they attempted to break away. And
I'm not going to lie.
Look where his flashlight's pointing. He's about to check some oil.
This is my people, so I'll get a chuckle out of this, but come on, LAPD. Now, to be fair, in their defense, they have no idea who the suspect is. Yeah. Out of the three dudes here, they're like, are they robbing this guy? Is this guy robbing them? Like, I don't think they got call text for this.
An officer-involved shooting occurred. Doby then stood up.
Oh, bro, he cooked a round off. Hold the phone. Hold on. I'm going to just go back and see. When this right there. My boy cooked a round off with the spill of his flashlight on our victim here. He's wild. That's out of pocket.
Then stood up and pointed the rifle in the officer's direction, resulting in a second officer-involved shooting. A portion of this incident was captured on the responding officer's body-worn video. Body-worn video cameras are used by most officers assigned to field
every time. Stupid Axon commercial.
Incidents that occur suddenly where an officer doesn't immediately activate the camera. Here is body-worn video from the officers involved in this incident.
So they just stopped out with it. They were just like, what are they doing?
That's a 2-minute buffer.
Yo, what the fuck is going on?
I have no idea what's going on. That's wild. Okay, this is a short straw. I'll give him that.
Hey, get off of him. Let me get it back. What you think? Go grab him. Hey, get off of him. Drop the gun. Drop the gun. He has a gun. Get off of him. He has an AK. He has an AK. Get off of him.
They're trying. But he did recover, and he did pull a knife out of his pocket.
Shout out to having to handle this with a radio in your hand.
That shot stresses me out, dude.
Shot fired! Shot fired!
A whole. Okay, let's track this flashlight here. Up here.
It's going everywhere but the
up
suspect.
Here, down there. That's kind of at the suspect. Up there. We're like pointing at the church here.
Hmm?
Kind of vaguely in his direction. Dog, what are we?
That Tesla's getting tagged.
Dude, oh, that Tesla's toast. That's how they got the camera footage. They're like, we shot your Tesla like 10 times. Sorry, homie.
Yeah.
With the rifle!
Oh, they got him.
Hey, get down! Get down! Hey!
Oh, he got shot?
Officer needs help. 113 ground. 42 man with the rifle. Hey, shot! He has the rifle! Shot the rifle! Get over here!
Oh, gosh.
He shot again.
All units, air.
I'm being shot.
All units, officer needs help. 114 Graham. Officer needs...
So this is a stressful situation. So I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. However, let's say we do have victims here that are at my feet, and he's treating them like victims here. And let's say they took an AK round or a 9mm round to the back. But we got to render aid, dog. Like, I now have patience effectively at that point. So, like, where's a trooper when you need him to go up there and ask tell make it to get this guy to stop being a threat? Just like you would for an active shooter, you know? And that's really should be on the backup officer. It's not stuck on the radio here.
Drop the rifle! Officer needs help!
You don't say.
Hey! Drop the rifle! Let me get on here! Hey! He has the rifle!
I'm not gonna lie. He's reaching for it here, or he's got it in his hand still, and we've already exchanged gunfire. But
Yeah.
put your
It needs to be ventilated.
open this hand, wrap that around your pistol, and go to work.
Well, he can't do that. He's got to have his radio in it.
I can't. Where's Chris when you need him?
Drop the fucking rifle, motherfucker!
There it is. Okay. We're good. Okay, so the rifle's right there.
Is that another officer or is that just a random car?
Hey, let's watch it. Hey, let's watch it. Go ahead.
What are we doing?
You know, just spawn. Eastbound. 113 from Graham. Is it a male? Black?
Why are you even getting on the radio, homie? That radio can't help you. Where's Nolan?
Nolan only Nolan only needs one shot for this.
Hey, get away!
Why are we
I
clearing
don't
on
even
this
know.
guy?
Did they do anything about the rifle that's still potentially within reach?
Discussions can be had. I'll hop in VC. Hold on. Let me see it. It's had red dot syndrome. I could see that. I think they just blasted. I think they just kind of went to. I don't know what's going on. Bro.
It's gonna be Graham. 113 and Graham. It's gonna be.
No, you know what? I take everything back. So LAPD, and I will say this about again. I brag about LAPD when it comes to arrest plans, right? However, their arrest plans typically happen with like 4, 5, 6 officers, right? We only got 2.
Mm-hmm.
And just like we saw with the other shooting where they had like 6, but they all kind of like waited a bit for the guy that was in the little like it was like a Mobile 8 or something like that. He was crazy, like running around naked with a gun shooting at people. I think in this instance, like they're waiting for other officers because they think that's and I believe that's what their training would probably teach them, just because that's what I've seen a lot of. But like, they're definitely like they're not getting out of the OODA part of the OODA loop, right? Like they're stuck in the OODA.
Mm-hmm. 114 Graham. 4. Give me 114 Graham. Now, here's one. He's got 114 only.
And the only reason why I have beef is because we do know that we have other victims that like literally probably got shot and stabbed.
Who are also now your backstop?
Right. And so at the very least, like I said, if he's got both hands up and you got lethal on him, go up there and go handle up. It at least like gets the situation under control. But like, this is a hard situation. This is a very hard, this is probably the hardest call we've seen all day. I have a completely unknown situation. I just see 3 dudes making out on the sidewalk, and then I realize these 3 dudes making out on the sidewalk are fighting over an AK. I don't know who my suspect is. I don't know who my victim is. This is a very hard call. But, like, for the sake of discussion, this is kind of what we're wanting to see.
It was also like, I mean, you called for an ambulance. Oh, so that was a patrol car.
Yeah.
It must be his patrol car.
Yeah.
But also, until that guy's in cuffs, or like everybody's in cuffs, really, EMS can't get there to help anybody.
Yeah, scene's not secure. Oh, this is the second guy's body cam. What did he see? Yeah, this is a sketch situation.
I want to watch for a muzzle flash here.
I don't think he cooks one off.
Okay. Okay, good.
I mean, kind of good. I would have liked to have seen him engage.
I'm just saying, I'm glad he's not the one that shot the dude in the jacket.
If he would have cooked off right here.
Right there?
Yeah, like this would have been.
Now, I'm still not super convinced that the ricochet of that bullet didn't bounce up and hit him. Yeah, but.
Dog. Hold the phone. Dog.
I think the other guy on the ground was the one that was the guy in the dark jacket, the Hispanic dude, I think. I think he was the one that's saying he was hit.
Yeah, he was the one that was hit. That's why I was thinking Ricochet might have hit him. Yeah, he's the one.
Dobie was struck by gunfire and dropped the rifle under a nearby parked car. The officers requested a rescue ambulance, repositioned themselves, and following the arrival of additional units, took Dobie into custody without further incident.
Dictate. That's on training. That's really
Here is additional body-worn video from one of the officers involved in the incident.
Tommy gets it. I forgot they were issued FNs. I'm lucky they hit. They're lucky they hit anything with those poor things.
Hey, let's move up on it. Hey, you have a shield. You got a shield.
Yeah, they're going back to training.
Metes en la casa. Hey, partner.
Look at that bilingual.
Nosy neighbors.
Move up on it. Right. Ready. Hold on, let's get the shield. Let's get the shield. You got a shield? All right, on you. All right, we'll move up. Hey.
Hoping for that. All right.
Yeah, at the point of attack, they need the 5 to 6 officers. And that's how they train. They're also in a wild place, so it kind of makes sense. LAPD is not an easy task.
Bro, suspect, yes.
We have suspect. So we're not in a perimeter right now.
Robbery had also been struck by gunfire.
Let's lock this down.
Oh, the TQ, my dog. Let's go.
Show me commander. Officers that are showing up for squad. Just keep the temperature right instead of a quick skirmish line. You got a little quick foreman? I want to push him back.
They're dealing with riots right now. That's crazy. Skirmish line's only used for like riot stuff. That's hilarious.
On December 28th?
The officers later determined
nice having
that the
weather you
victims
want to be outside in.
Oh, shit.
of the robbery had also been struck by gunfire.
Hey, we're gonna put a tourniquet on you, okay?
Is that on his hand?
Dog, I think you shot this guy.
You're cheap.
Hey, let go real quick.
That
Let go,
totally
let
been
go.
an AK round.
Let go, sir. Let go. We're gonna put something on you.
Oh, he got stuck.
Oh, yeah.
He got hit. He got hit by this fucking 9mm dude. It hit him right in the hand. See, so just so you know, they get hit in the hand like that. Go for the meaty part of the arm here, because the tourniquet will be a little more open, and you won't get bound in on the. I actually have a tourniquet later on here somewhere, but if they get hit in the hand like that, just go for kind of the meatier part of the arm. A lot of guys just go high and tight, and that they try to remember that, like for safety's sake. So you just go all the way up to the armpit. You don't need to do that. Also crazy uncomfortable. He might have to be in that tourniquet for a minute. So.
How you go?
That's his wife.
2 inches above the wound.
There you go. All the way, like cinch it down all the way.
Go hard. There we go.
Is it on his arm?
That's kind of correct. That'll work.
Use the belt, Nolan.
The ambulance is already almost here. Twist the tourniquet. Stay like that.
Keep twisting, keep twisting, keep twisting. Keep twisting, keep twisting.
Keep twisting it. Good. Now clench. Cup it in there, okay? Wrap it in there. Good job. There you go.
I bet you that's a senior officer just walking him through it. So good on him.
Los Angeles Fire Department paramedics responded and transported Dobie to a local hospital to be treated for the gunshot wounds he sustained as a result of the officer-involved shootings. While there, medical staff determined that his injuries would require admittance to the hospital. Los Angeles Fire Department paramedics also transported both robbery victims to a local hospital to be treated for gunshot wounds they sustained. They were both treated and released. Investigators recovered a
So let's discuss. So for the uninitiated, this is what you'd call a single shot AK, maybe. So there's no way for the gas to go back into the recoil system. And so it would have gone off maybe once. So for there to be multiple gunshot wounds to our robbery victims, the only way this maybe works is if this is like somehow some like 9mm blowback gun. Maybe. In all fairness, it was dark. No. This is a firearm. I'm not expecting them to know that this is an inoperable firearm. I'm talking about the amount of shots that were discharged. Is what I'm getting at. That's what's a little sussy. Because like this is where like the gas, like this might be completely inoperable, to be honest. Also, this is kind of a goofy mag. I think it's a California compliant mag. That's probably what it is.
Which is funny for a criminal.
Right. But the lower trunnion here is kind of goofy. Because what is, hold on, I want to see this.
California Legal 22 LR.
Is this?
Paramedics also transported both robbery victims to a local hospital to be treated for gunshot wounds they sustained. They were both treated and released.
It was a 22?
Investigators recovered a loaded AK-style Arms Corporation 22 caliber rifle
That makes more sense.
with a detachable magazine, 14 rounds of ammunition, and a 3-inch black.
Now, this is the thing I would have been, because he pulled it out of his pocket. This would have done work. Like, that would have been, and it's a Dirk style knife, so it's got edges on either side. So, like, you're guaranteed to get cut from that thing. This is the most dangerous thing he had on him. But the 22 is still legit. And is the 22 blowback operable? Look up. It's a Century Arms 22 AK is what it's going to be. I think that's what they said they got made.
Century Arms
if that's
22
blowback
AK.
operated, because that should still be gas operated, which means it's still probably a single shot. Unless you're like manually operating the bolt.
Okay, so what am I looking for? The gas operated?
Yeah. Or is it blowback?
Folding knife at
This
scene
Punisher skull's legit.
and booked them all as evidence. On December 29th, 2024, Dobie was arrested and absentee booked for armed robbery. On December 31st, 2024, the Los Angeles County District Attorney's Office filed the following charges against Dobie. One count of armed robbery,
Okay,
one count of attempted robbery, 2 counts of assault with a deadly weapon, firearm. And
You know what? They might have shot the victims here, but that's a hard call. I'm going to give them 10.
Okay, it says no. The Arms Corps AK-22 is not gas operated. It uses blowback operation.
Oh, so that was a fully operable gun. So it could have shot him. That's fair. Okay, I'll give him the 5 points again. Okay.
I don't think it could have shot him in the hand.
Yeah, the hand
That
shot's
was pretty
sussy. But 22
Sounds
out of a
too.
16-inch barrel would be a real attitude adjuster. Like, that still would suck. That's cooking out of there. But attempted murder, yeah, that's going to be a little bit more complicated. But good on them. They handled that outside of how long it took for them to take control of the guy, because if this guy was shot with a more substantial round, he could have died. But they're new. I mean, I don't know that I, as a rookie, would have handled that any better. In my mind, pride makes me think I would. But, like, as a rookie, this job's so hard, especially in a city like that.
You know who's not a rookie?
Who?
Was those 2 civilians.
Bro! Oh, I forgot to give points to society.
No kidding, man.
Hold on. I got to give points to society on that one.
I'm awake, Jennifer.
I'm awake. Is that what they asked? Don't give Dodger
Yeah,
socks.
get dressed.
at jail. Last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Since
you want to push the car?
I gotta go take bugs out.
Bye, Dad. Are you leaving?
No, I'm just gonna go take the bugs out real quick.
We'll see you in a
I'll
second.
be back.
Okay, cool.
No, 22 is still legit. 22 has been used to kill technically more people in America than any other round. There's stats on it. It's the most favored by serial killers as well.
Push the car. Push the car.
Oh, no way.
Oh, wow.
Hands!
Well, my boy's like, I'm just happy to be alive. Attempted murder if he fired at him. That's fair.
Today's video shows the arrest of a homicide suspect.
Oh, also, Tommy, shout out to your boys. They did good. I'm giving them shit, but they did good.
Who should have already been in jail. Abdul Hadi Osman was arrested on January the 11th, 2023 with a firearm. The video was shown on this channel just a few months ago. On that day, he was arrested for shooting into an apartment full of people. Unfortunately, due to uncertainty amongst the witnesses, he was not taken to jail on that day, but rather his case was sent to the grand jury for indictment. While his case awaited a grand jury decision, he was accused of committing several armed gas station robberies, including the robbery of a Shell station on West Broad Street on April 20th, 2023, where Mr. Osman was captured on video murdering Mr. Shaish Vera during a robbery attempt.
Bro.
Today's video took place about 5 days later when officers observed the suspect walk out of a gas station on the west side of Columbus and get into a vehicle.
So, vengeance is for the Lord, but when people are actively taking lives like this, look at me. I'm right in the eyes. You have a job to do. Go do it. That burden is not supposed to be put on society. And that's coming from somebody that's a very avid, like, Second Amendment, like, supporter. I do think if you are able to take the time and the energy to get the training and be good with carrying a gun, you should. Especially if you're a lady living on your own, you know, like in a city or whatever, if you have a good cool head and you're making good decisions. But like you as an agent of the state, that burden should fall on you.
The officers attempted a traffic stop, but the vehicle took off and eventually crashed. The vehicle contained Mr. Osman and 2 others, along with a handgun, a shotgun, and a rifle. He is currently sitting in jail on a high bond, awaiting his trial.
193.
Had to be a Chevy Impala. Golly. Bro, the memes, they write themselves.
Yeah, I think we got a white Chevy Impala. Sullivan Hague. It's facing southbound with a homicide warrant attached to it if you've got cars that can get in the area. And also chopper, please.
Did she call it a white Chevy Impala?
Yeah. It's this one.
Oh, it's that one up there. Okay.
We're stuck behind traffic trying to get out. It's going southbound on Hague through Sullivan. Tag's going to be 4 Victor 6420.
Bro, shout out to Chelsea. My girl's out here crushing it. Saw the murder warrant tag, remembered the license plate, gave a direction to travel, and started an arrest plan before they even kicked the lights on. Bro, I'm excited. She hasn't kicked the siren on yet. She's overtaken.
Give me the air, please. It's going eastbound on Whitehead, coming up to Harris.
Good, clear.
Taking off southbound on Harris from Whitehead.
Great job.
We are at Mound and Harris. This is going to be for the guy out of the 41s and 28s.
So I was throwing the needle there.
Southbound through Eakin, still on Harris.
not letting this car go, but this is some stones to be driving. She's probably doing like 85 in a 20. I bless it though, because you're not letting this car go. It's a homicide suspect. Already killed somebody and is trying to rob it.
There actually might be 4 on board. It's coming up to Briggs Road, so southbound. It's actually using its signal to go west. Nope, it's going to go eastbound on Briggs.
You got him.
Those 2-man unit.
9190, we got it. There actually might be 4 on board. It's coming up to Briggs Road, so southbound.
Hold it, slow down. They're going to be close. We're going to come up to us in a second.
This is a rookie. Oh my God. Let's go. Bro, this is the, so Keith, is Keith here? Did you make it back? He's not back yet.
No.
So a good FTO would get so Jones for you to get a call like this, because like you get to learn something about yourself. Like here's where you get to start to emerge from your civilian self and become a legit first responder. Like here's the time to like, I don't know, this is a good time.
It's actually using its signal to go west. Nope, it's going to go eastbound on Briggs.
Stop. Slow down. All right, go.
What? You could have pitted him right there.
Well, it's going to be against policy to pit, probably.
Yeah, but
I'm with you.
What if, my brakes didn't work?
Right. Oh, because then he's got to write him up and this whole thing and fail him, and he loses his job. So I get where he's coming at from.
9190, we got it. We're going to be eastbound Briggs passing Bellflower. We'll call it till another car gets here. Light traffic, speeds are 68 miles an hour. You're going to have to keep up with it.
Get on it.
Slow down a little bit. 9190, it's taking off still 90 miles an hour. Turn that down.
So he's got his on-body radio without an earpiece. Wear an earpiece. It's important. And for you California kids, a handpiece. I know you guys are against it, but it matters. But either way, you should, once you get in your patrol car, turn down your handheld radio because you don't want it picking up stuff. They're just using the in-car.
9190, we are still going eastbound Briggs, coming up to Harrisburg Pike. 90 miles an hour,
Get on
traffic is light.
Get on it. Let him get away.
Chopper, northbound Harrisburg Pikes from Briggs at the auto zone.
Good turn.
Traffic
Get on
is
him.
light.
Get on
Northbound
him.
Briggs from Harrisburg Pike, crossing Big Tree.
Yeah.
9190, speeds are 76 miles an hour. Traffic is light. It's crossing cars left of center. Still northbound Harrisburg Pike coming up to Eakin. Chopper, this 28 suspect. Northbound Harrisburg Pike crossing Hopkins.
Who's on the radio?
9190, can you get us K9? 9190, still northbound Harrisburg Pike. We're crossing left of center here. It's on. It just five. It just fived out. Stop.
Good job, Ricky.
You got us K9.
I want to see that other dash cam.
God damn it.
He knows. He's like, oh, damn it. I'm not trying to die here today. He knows he's the backstop, and also if this guy decides that he wants to, it's his time to punch his card, he just head on him. That would suck a lot. Free advice. If they're coming and doing this, turn your car around. Because them rear-ending you is a lot more survivable than them head-on. And you could start to go in the same direction that they're going and actually lessen. That becomes a very survivable accident. Now, if it's a wrong way, I can kind of understand the argument or whatever, but I don't think I want to stay in my car here facing him.
Left of center here. It's just five now.
You see that?
You got just
Pro.
God
damn it. Right here.
We're crossing left of center here. It's just five now.
This FTO was like about it in the street. Goodness gracious.
Your hands!
Oh, rookie.
That's public domain by this point. That's fine.
Out of the car. Crawl out! Crawl out! Put your hands out! Chopper, call it. We're working on getting them out of the car. Crawl out! Crawl out! Crawl out! Crawl out! Crawl out! Let's go! Let's go! Walk! Walk! Walk back! Walk backwards! Walk backwards!
Good job.
Keep going!
Good job.
Keep going! Get the fuck back! Get the fuck back! Chill, guys! Roll him over. Chill. Put him in handcuffs. Hands behind your back! Stop fucking moving right now!
Fuzz, I understand, Fuzz.
Back here.
We have lethal cover.
We're gonna have to go up. Okay.
Good.
Punch the back window.
Good. Bro, I tell you what, PD.
Hey, was that
PD showing up on this call? Let's go.
I think that's Chelsea
Hey, you guys,
on the
we're
left.
gonna go up.
that
Watch
Chelsea?
the crossfire.
The one
Stay
that was
back.
just past rifle guy.
That is Chelsea. For sure.
He's not moving.
I want to see the rookie.
There's one right here not moving. God, there's a rifle or a shotgun, something right there. Hold it. There's a shotgun right there. We want to try to push the car.
Shut down Harrisburg Pike, south of Randsburg. We also need a shutdown south.
Good job.
Nice.
You want to push the car? There's only one in the back. You want to
push it?
You want to roll it? Throw a window or something. You want to walk? Push the car. Push the car. Push the car. Go, go, go. You ready? Hands! Hands! Okay, got the front.
Fan that puts quite moving.
Come on, dude. Come on, help us get you out. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. On the ground. Gun. Got him.
Chelsea, that's you.
Car clear?
Go from your trust.
Three medics.
Three medics.
Cool, bro. PD showed up.
Yeah.
Where'd the shotgun go? I know where the shotgun went. We got the... Okay. All right. You're fine. Let me check. Shotgun and rob my man.
Bro, great apprehension. A rookie stayed in it to win it, didn't crash. Chelsea just crushed finding the car and getting it, dude. I'm jonesed. That has me fired up right now.
Oh.
In the evening on September 12th.
So probably should have ended on that one so we could end on a positive note. I'm sure.
I'm nervous.
Yeah, just seeing NYPD makes me nervous.
Yeah. Okay, this will be the last one. I just want to give it a shot.
28th, 2023. Officers from the Albuquerque Police Department in New Mexico investigated reports of shots fired in the area.
You bet 10 shit gunshots? Maybe. You're asking the wrong person, you know why? Why? I hear gunshots all the time. Yeah, we hear them too. So that's why I say you're asking the wrong person. Alright, will you be safe, okay?
Police Department.
Albuquerque Police.
All right, the guy in the red, come this way too.
Hey, you in the red.
Come this way. Follow your buddies.
Do me a favor, guys. Just put what you guys got down. I just want to see empty hands, okay? We're dispatched to a call shop.
They're scavenging. This happens periodically. Not illegal. This is all abandoned properties. They're not taking anything.
Shots fired. I can't talk. All right, well, the address came out right here, okay? So we just have to make sure.
Yeah, we just...
You in the red shirt. Step over here. Just put what you have in your hands down.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, guys.
Sir.
Didn't you guys hear shots fired?
Yeah.
Where at?
It was an artillery.
So it's an artillery shot. This guy. Ask for who's getting points for media.
Oh, because of the music on the.
I'll allow it. Free advice: when you got this many people you're trying to detain. Oh, what's too many?
Hell yeah, leave it. Oh, I'll take 47.
Ask everybody to lift their shirt up a little bit, just enough to see the waistline. Like for old girl here, you don't need it, but for these guys here,
sus, Josh.
Stop. Just get them to see. You just want to see their waistline. So you just literally grab the middle of your shirt just like that, and just pull up enough to see the waistline and get them to spin around so that you can see that they're not concealing a firearm.
Well, you were just saying you heard him over there.
No, we can hear the shots right here.
So you guys all heard him over here?
Yeah, we're doing it like almost every hour at least.
Every night.
You guys are here every night?
Yeah.
We hear it every night. We're not here every night. We live across the street.
What are you guys doing in the field?
We're just going through. We're going to
We're gonna go to the store,
We're
go get some
over
Coke.
there.
Do me a favor, you just put that down for me? I appreciate it, boss.
We're just being nosy and see what they are doing, what they had over here, because they just dropped that car off.
Golly.
We're just gonna check, make sure there's no casings or anything over here. So the shot spotter says it's right here, and it's pretty accurate. So
yeah.
Albuquerque Police. Wake up, man. You all right?
Yeah, man.
Who's that over there?
We had no idea.
No, no, no.
Didn't even know there's anybody.
Did you stand up for me? The reason we're here, we got dispatched. The shots fired going off right here.
I hear none.
You didn't hear nothing?
No.
Go ahead and stand up and walk over there to my partner, okay?
And let me joke about it. Where's the car? Because there's
Yeah, for real. That's weird.
Right over there. Over there to your right.
Hey, you in the gray.
Come on. Hands behind your back now.
Stay here. Good?
Don't move. Knuckles together.
I don't know if I hit 5'6", but we have 5 detained right now.
Walk this way. Watch him down, Jim. There you go.
These people are coming the wrong way.
That's not my daughter and her boyfriend.
That's your daughter and your boyfriend?
Yeah.
Not like the devil's lettuce.
Just hang out over there, okay? Yeah, well, we'll let you know in a minute.
We're okay, Julie.
They said they heard gunshots.
Down right here on the curb.
What do you mean I can be sexy? How am I being sexy?
What are we being detained for?
You guys are detained because we're investigating, make sure none of you guys were the ones shooting.
We just told you we weren't shooting.
What were you doing with that broke down car back there?
I made a joke. I said, I was telling my friend, hey, where's the rest of my car?
Where you guys live at? Is your family here?
Yeah.
You guys are good to go?
Thank you.
We're going this way. Is that cool?
Yeah.
We're going to the...
Just go around this way.
All right.
We're okay.
I can smell the situation.
Hear any gunshots? Why did you try taking off, dude? Any casings or anything around him?
I didn't get to finish looking, but he says he has 29s. You want to know?
What do you have more for? Do you know what your original charge was?
Shoplifting.
Shoplifting? Misdemeanor or felony? I don't think I can let that go, okay? I'm going to go to jail for it.
I'm good with it.
Okay. Let me go out. You good here?
Shoplifting.
Shoplifting? Misdemeanor or felony?
Drive by.
I don't think I can let that go, okay? You're probably going to have to go to jail for it.
I'm good with it.
Okay.
Let me go. You good here?
I'll tell you what. That's a pucker. I wouldn't assume.
A little bit of a pucker.
I wouldn't assume a random driving car is going to go and do it, but this kind of makes sense. Let him go.
Hey, get up, get up, get up, get up. Come on, let's go. Get up.
You really taking him?
Come on.
Idaho 335 PD. You good, Ralford?
What?
Got shots fired by a black Durango heading eastbound on Chico.
Come on.
If I die, I die.
What's your
Why is he still putting his gloves on?
Well, check.
Sheriff, I never read the titles.
You think they're foot patrol?
I'm just kidding.
And they don't have a car?
There's
I
a
thought
black
they-
Foot patrol doesn't make sense in an area like that.
No, hell no. I figured they'd have a car. You think maybe they shot up in the air and they didn't shoot at him?
No, I don't care.
That's,
You drive shots
that's
anywhere.
weird.
Yeah, we're coming.
Yeah, dude. That's wild. Like, give me the channel, start units code, give a vehicle description, and I'd be going to my car.
Eastbound towards Wyoming.
You good? Stay there.
Let this guy go.
You good? Yeah.
Is it directed at you?
Who's directed at me?
10-4. That was at 34.
I can't, my shoulders hurt so bad. It's like they're tight.
Bro, let this man go.
Can you let me go?
No, sir.
Still have visual on an area.
Negative.
He's got warrants for shoplifting, Josh.
We weren't able to see it. It sped off really fast.
I can't believe they did that right with you there.
It's f***ing crazy, dude.
That's off the hook, bro.
Might be this guy's after date.
Let him go.
On the curb, dude.
I still haven't got to finish looking.
What do we do?
Well, this stuff is the reason why you weren't free to leave, okay? This is a crime.
Well, he's got some meth?
No, it was yours, man. Yep. I didn't see the shooter, did you?
No. He was on the driver's side, though.
What was that, man?
Those shots came from
Slow to stop.
back in the car. Up in
You're by the fire station now.
back in the car, the left hand side.
I'm gonna shoot back, dude, but...
The shooter's gonna be the back passenger driver's side.
In the footage, the location of the weapon is extremely difficult to decipher. The gun appears to have been fired from above the roof on the driver's side, but this isn't enough information to determine exactly where the gun was aimed. As the vehicle zooms by, the driver's window appears open, but it is difficult to determine if the back window is open or not. Regardless, officers would soon get to the bottom of this mystery.
Hey, you guys good? Yeah. Yeah.
Alright, man, we're gonna go get you in a car.
See casing? Yeah, I got one right here. Appreciate you, man. I'm glad you're okay.
I'm gonna give you one more click loose, okay?
In this moment, patrolling officers appear to have found the Dodge Durango in question. Officers believe the driver dropped someone off and then continued driving away. A moment after, officers split up to apprehend both parties.
Hey, bro, have a seat on the curb for me. Have a seat. You're being detained. You're not free to leave. Put your hands up. Put your hands up. Get on the curb. Hands up. Get on the curb. Get on the curb.
On your knees, cross the leg. Hey, hands up.
You have weapons on you?
Oh, no, I don't have no weapons. I don't have. What the hell? What's going on? Oh my god, guys.
You just got out of Black Durango?
No, guys, I'm from Mexico. I don't, yeah, guys, I don't do nothing.
It's kind of a sussy purse.
I don't get no car, nothing, guys. I'm not. I don't have the plans. I don't know how to shoot that. Alright. There's a good shot.
Vehicle with your hands up and empty.
Oh, sorry, sir.
No,
Climb out the window. You better figure the out right now. If you do anything other than you're told, you're going to get hit with this rubber bullet. You understand? Out of the car. Now.
I was in the vehicle. I was walking.
We're pretty sure that
Stop. Yeah, I got him.
Back down. Take the shirt off. Smart.
There's nobody in the vehicle. You got I'm sorry. That's your right. Separate your feet. Under which seat?
Rider side. That's 10.
Found the gun. Hey, I found the gun. Alright, leave it. It's underneath that seat. Do you have an ID in New Mexico?
No, I do not have one that.
You ever contacted the police before?
Sitting in the driver's seat?
That's weird.
That's very weird.
It's my first.
Yeah, this is doing weird.
My first time, but like my right.
Oh, he's talking to him.
Bunch of stuff in the back seat.
He's talking to him.
you guys want it, that's enough to search into the arrest or what's in the bag to see if they're shooter or not. We'll see what they got. I mean, ultimately, if he has no 29s, we can search the bag. Yeah.
Looks like he was doing outruns.
So this might be the Durango related to the homicide that
Well, they probably would shoot at 31st.
Yeah.
So it's a great. If he's associated with the dudes from that hobby, then this might be that key that these.
Any relation to that homicide? Yeah.
There's like 5 reports. Homicide as a homie.
I don't know. Okay, go pull that up real quick and check so I can tell if I need to call homicide.
I don't even know what a gun is.
The officers appear to bring up that a Dodge Durango involved in a homicide might be the same one that they just pulled over. Based off court records, the individuals involved in this incident are not connected to that homicide.
You said you're working on a driver's license, right? When you say you're working on it, why haven't you gotten one? Or what's up with that? Actually, you know what? Actually, no, stop talking. I'm gonna stop asking you questions, dude.
And then Ralford has a guy in his car detained. Do you want me to just leave the case for now and head over?
It'd be funny if
we don't know
they
yet.
stole red Durango, and it turned out to be tied to a homicide.
Right. Right.
Might be his lucky day.
That's what I was telling Alfred too.
I'm gonna just check your warrants and confirm them. If they're not felony, then I'm gonna let you go. Okay? Just check for me, right?
You have 3 felonies confirmed. Please advise your hands the body window. We'll send them over.
Thank you. He was in cuffs, so it's kind of.
It appears officers did end up sending this individual to jail over his felony shoplifting and bail jumping warrants. It was not his lucky day after all.
I feel bad for homeboy. Idiots, dude.
You'd have been able to find him the next day. You know? Dumb.
You get a meal and a better place to sleep, I guess.
Officers recall incorrect information. Good job.
I just wonder if that occurred during the...
He said...
I'm not going to go inside of it yet, so.
The casing's over here, I'm pretty sure.
Shot. Okay.
Where we don't get disposition.
The window, while drinking and driving after buying it off the street, the driver was promptly arrested and charged with 1 felony count of shooting from a motor vehicle without causing great bodily harm, 1 felony count of aggravated assault upon a peace officer, 1 petty misdemeanor count of negligent use of a deadly weapon.
Okay. How is that not all just the same offense? Right?
Yeah.
Keith, am I off base on that? Normally you just charge them with the... because they could...
If you look at the statutes, it'll be a person commits an offense if...
Yeah.
While operating, being in a moving vehicle, discharges a weapon, so that's your one. There's your other one. So yeah.
Because, I feel like now there's a lesser version, if they did just, discharging a weapon within city limits or something like that. They could always plea it down. But typically, I just find the highest one and charge them with that. I could articulate any of them, but I think it's weird that they charged them with all 3, even though they all kind of sound like they're doing the same thing. But, I don't know. Maybe they're just trying to throw everything at it and see what sticks.
And 1 petty misdemeanor count of driving.
Do what?
You get with 3 out of 3, 2 will get dropped, 1 will get hit. 1 will stick, and they'll prosecute on that.
That's fair. The DUI seems petty now.
Yeah.
I mean, he admitted to it.
That's true.
While under the influence. After his arrest, the suspect was issued a no bond hold, meaning he would be held in jail until a verdict is reached regarding his court case. He faces 4 to 8 years in prison if convicted on all 4 counts. 6 months later, in April of 2024, he entered a plea deal, submitting a no contest plea for both of his felony charges. A month later, he was sentenced. The New Mexico court website indicates he was released on recognizance and is under strict pre-trial supervision, implying he was sentenced with some form of probation or parole, the duration of which is not publicly available.
Beat me too with the dart.
What? Whatever. New Mexico be weird, yo.
He's a nice boy. He don't mean no harm.
This is my people, right?
Just joyriding in a stolen vehicle with homicide connections. No biggie.
I'm only giving them 5. I mean, they found the car, but they randomly. They were felony warrants, mind you, but they were formerly felony shoplifting warrants.
Yeah.
Come on, you're holding on to the old homeless crackhead just because, you already know he's got warrants. Just confirm on him later. Go pick him up when you didn't have people shooting at you. Imagine if they they were trying a little harder about. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a weird response to getting shot at. Yeah, the whole thing's weird. Judges for being sussy.
Alicia K. The points we give points for good and bad behavior of all the people you see on screen.
Yeah, so the if you're new here, this point thing is it's cumulative. So throughout the year, when we see behavior that's good, obviously they get points. Behavior that's bad, we were at 80 on municipal police, and we just saw some bad calls today.
Yeah.
State boys have been recovering. They've been doing nothing but better now. But I think at one point, police was at a negative 180 or something. I don't remember. It was a sequence of bad calls. But it's like a pseudo study to see at the end of the year. We cover more body cam footage than probably anybody at this point in time, especially live.
Mm-hmm.
You have a live index of how we came to the determination that we did at the end of the year to see if we're being fair or punitive. And we were just curious. That, and we have fun with some of these. Like vigilantes is literally just the people that I have that help us on the back end. Dispatchers is just for fun because they tend to mess up more than anybody. Second responders is firefighters for the uninitiated. Chat is y'all. Did we reach our?
I think we also throw EMS and second responders.
Yes, we do
typically, but they're rare.
This is every single time an Axon body camera falls off, we log it as a 50-point deduction. And then good boys is canines.
Mm-hmm. That's dogs.
So anyways, that's what the points are for. Is Arizona at half points yet? We're getting to half points in Arizona. And half points is
New Mexico, I'm pretty sure is, yeah.
Yeah, the policing so
the
bad.
Las Cruces.
I don't want to like demerit them too bad as like a whole because it's not really that fair, but I also don't want to give them too many points because it's probably for lucky. Did we reach the likes goal?
Not yet. They need 6 to reach the likes goal.
If we reach the likes goal, we have you guys get 75 points. While we wait, we should get completely uninterrupted streams next week, so that should be good. I will be out of town after this, so I'll be out of town for a little bit, but I'm not missing Tuesday. I'm not missing Thursday. If you guys would like to hang out, we can do it in the Discord. I cannot do an after party because I have to go to the road and go drive. But outside of that, I love you all.
Are you driving tonight?
Yes. I'm leaving right after this.
Oh.
Yeah.
Gross.
So, but anyways, I'll be gone. I'm going to be driving. I'll give you guys an updates when I go there. If you'd like, you can either become a member here on YouTube or a member of our Patreon group for as little as $1 a month. You can get direct access to our Discord. And sorry I missed almost the whole stream.
Shame on you, Sarah.
Here's my
Take
get out
points
of
from
jail, buddy. You know what?
Take half points because she did give us money.
There it is. I took a whole point. But anyways, that is it. I do have to drive, so I'm gonna go take some caffeine. I have like a 5-hour drive ahead of me, but I do love you all. -50 for after party. You know what I mean? Here.
How's that media? That's not my fault.
Here's chat for complaining.
Well, they reached the like goal too.
Oh, they did? Oh, well,
yeah. Give them some points back.
So this would be wow. 225.
Calling it a short stream. We spoiled you.
This
used to be when we ended. This used to be a normal stream.
Y'all are very spoiled. I did do a 5-hour stream recently. I think one time
our streams used to only go to 9. When Bill left at 9, we pretty much wrapped up streams.
Yeah.
We'd go for about an hour more, but yeah.
Yeah. But
we do.
I do love you.
We hit 6 hours one time.
We did. That's a love long. I think I was off that day, and I think Kinsey was out of town, so it was easier. But I do remember 2-hour max streams too. But this allows us to cover a lot more material. So the ones we didn't cover was Canine Bite, driver regrets fleeing, Volusia County deputies, apparently another Canine Bite, and NYPD. I think we saw this one already, maybe. But those are the 3 that we missed for vigilantes, if you care.
I mean, it was posted 3 days ago, so I doubt it.
Oh, I guess it's true. Is that Lapete? Hold on.
Yeah, on the fish.
Yeah,
Fed.
He keeps getting after it. That makes sense. That last one was bad. That last one was particularly weird. But anyways, we do this every single Thursday for body camp breakdowns, and then on Tuesdays we typically do it's like a mix. It's like some police adjacent stuff, some social media posts, a bunch of weird stuff like that. But generally we do live streams like this so that if you're really interested in that stuff, you can also look at Officers React, where we do it to video games, television, movies, all that cool stuff. Jacoby.
You're just in time, buddy.
What is going on? I'm leaving. Anyways, I love you all. I will see the rest of y'all next week, and some of y'all, I might see you guys this weekend in the Discord. We'll see. Till then, please be safe. Make good, responsible decisions. Jesus loves you, even if you don't love him back. Bye-bye.
All right. Have fun in the Gulf of Mexico.